York Revolution is on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK.
Onto the track, it is gone! It's gone!
Revs Baseball is brought to you by WellSpan Sports Medicine, PeoplesBank, Shipley Energy, Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care, Maple Donuts, Harvey's Rent-All, Flying Feet, Kochman Kunkel Insurance Group, Broadway Transmission, Dasher Investment Services, Smith Wealth Advisory Group, Royal Manchester Golf Links, Dutch Apple Dinner Theater, York County Bar Association, Lidl, CBD Supply MD York, Crunch Fitness, Columbia Gas, York County Solid Waste Authority, PSECU, and by the Pennsylvania Lottery.
Deep left center, it is gone! Swing and a miss, he struck him out! Base hit! Revs win!
Now with the call of today's game, here's the voice of the York Revolution, Daryl Henry.
Good evening, everyone, from PeoplesBank Park here in downtown York. Welcome to game number 22 of York Revolution Baseball. Tonight, the homestand continues, fourth and final series of it, as the Revs host the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. Hi again, everybody. Daryl Henry alongside Ray Jensen. Welcome to Revs Baseball on a gorgeous night here at PeoplesBank Park. Revs are set to face the Blue Crabs 7 consecutive games over the next 6 days. And it begins here tonight with 3, tonight, tomorrow, and Thursday. Then the matchups shift to Southern Maryland. But the Revs have won 2 of the first 3 series on this homestand. They kick this one off tonight. And Ray hopefully building a little momentum after that big weekend against Lexington, taking those last 2.
Yeah, lots of love from this past weekend, Daryl. Friday, not so much, but we've moved past that. We've Saturday and Sunday. Just 2 earned runs allowed between Austin Steinfort and Jake Welch combined on the mound in their respective starts. And the hitting was timely, the fielding was better. And it feels good to take 2 of 3 from, without a doubt, the hottest team in the league at the time, in the Lexington Legends. Entered with 4 losses. We gave them 6 by the end of the weekend. And our reward? The equally hot Southern Maryland Blue Crabs, and maybe near the end of the North Division, Daryl, but make no mistake about it, the Crabs are hot.
They are. They've won 5 of their last 6. 9-12 is their overall record, just a game behind the Revs for third place coming in tonight. And the Revs in third place are just 2 games out of first, so all 4 teams in the Atlantic League North are separated by just 3 games. Tonight it'll be Alex Sanabia making the start. He's 3-0 with a 3.20 ERA. Right-hander Daryl Thompson goes for Southern Maryland, 3-1 with an ERA of 3.62. We take a look at what's on tap tonight, brought to you by Brewery Products and Bud Light on tap here at PeoplesBank Park. And coming up on tonight's pregame show, Pamela Lamont, President and CEO of York Educational Federal Credit Union, one of our sponsors of our Senior Student Athlete Spotlights on WOYK. Some of those students are here tonight being honored pregame here at the ballpark, and Pamela will be throwing out a first pitch here shortly. She will join us on the pregame show coming up momentarily. Mace will join us on the Broadway Transmission Managers Report as well. Another day, new player added, as outfielder James Harris is on his way here. The Revs did release infielder Chris Vasquez earlier today, but Mace will give us the lowdown on the new addition and what he hopes for from him coming up. That and more as we check in with Skip. First pitch tonight is set for 6:30 here in York on Sports Radio at 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK.
There's a lot of talk out there about good health care. We all want a good plan. But step outside and take a good look at all those beautiful trees and shrubs in your yard. Do you have a plan to maintain their good health? Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care has a veteran staff of 12 fully licensed and trained tree health care professionals to rely on, including 10 certified arborists and 3 PA certified horticulturalists. So don't let your trees and shrubs fend for themselves against Mother Nature. Visit heritagelawnandlandscape.com and get world-class care right in your backyard.
Money and business are essential to the strength of a community. So is cheering and celebration and music and fun. That's why York Revolution games, concerts, youth sports, special events, and more happen at a place called PeoplesBank Park. PeoplesBank has been serving the community for more than 155 years, always cheering, always celebrating, always committed to the things that make our communities great, and to you having a great time at Peoples Bank Park. Peoples Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Downtown's ready. Are you? The Revs play here. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK, York.
Welcome back. Pre-game from Peoples Bank Park tonight as the Revs host the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. And tonight is WOYK's Senior Student Athlete Recognition Night here at the ballpark. And one of our great sponsors of that program all spring and summer on WOYK, York Educational Federal Credit Union. The president and CEO, Pamela Lamont, joins us here in the booth. Pamela, it's great to finally meet you in person after many exchanges over the email over these past few months. So thanks for all that you do.
Thank you, and I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, and you've got a ceremonial first pitch coming up. What's the advice that you were given for that?
My husband said to throw high. Whatever that means.
So
I'm going to do my best.
So we'll blame him.
Yes, we will blame him.
Okay. All right. I got it. York Educational Federal Credit Union has actually kind of been a staple on WOYK for a lot of years with the York College relationship and everything. But tell us give us a snapshot of the business. What is YEFCU?
York Educational Federal Credit Union is a credit union, which means that our members own our credit union. So that makes us different from other financial institutions out there. We promote a lot of education. Obviously, we're York Educational. So we come from all different school district backgrounds that merged into one credit union to make us what we are today.
And that makes it, I was going to ask you, what makes it unique? I mean, that's it, right? It's the direct involvement with the school districts, right?
Yes, it is. Direct involvement with the school districts. We're going to hopefully be able to open up our student branches this fall and get back into the schools to help them be educated about their financial needs and making good budgeting and financial decisions.
So who all qualifies to become a member?
Well, we're an employer group, which makes us a little unique. So you have to have a family member work for one of our employer groups, which is listed on our website. But, we're working on other ways to grow that employer group. So it's not just to the school districts, but also to diversify it so that we have other employer groups in there. So it's not just towards the school districts, but other entities can come and join.
YEFCU.org?
YEFCU.org.
Awesome. And the student loan program is a big one, correct?
Yes, it is. We're all getting back in the swing of things this fall, so people are looking to supplement their student loans or their FAFSA, their federal loans and state loans. So we're partnered with a credit union service organization called Student Choice. Mm-hmm. So they help our members find the best student loan for them at a great rate and easy filing application, the whole process. So they really walk us through that with our members.
Okay. Pamela Lamont, President and CEO of York Educational Federal Credit Union, joining us. And how did you end up at Y? Tell us a little bit about you and your background.
My credit union journey has been awesome. It just opportunities at the right time. I served on a board at another credit union, ended up being asked to be their CEO, and then my gifts needed to be somewhere else. And York Education just popped up on my radar and discussion started and the opportunity was there. And I thought, wow, what a great credit union to join, use my gifts to grow the membership, support the staff that's there. It has a great board. They're so supportive of everything that we do. So again, it was just an opportunity. Couldn't pass it up. So here I am.
Jason, Cannonball Charlie, he doesn't bring that thing to the board meetings, does he?
No, he does not.
Okay, all right. You had a short drive down here to the ballpark today. That the credit union is right along Queen Street in York.
Yes, it is. It is just straight down Queen Street. I was told if we didn't have so many stoplights, you'd get here in 2 minutes.
That's true. How many? Did you have a lot of stoplights?
No, I didn't.
No?
I think it was all green for me. They knew I was coming.
Nice. Is this your first time at the ballpark?
Yes, it is. This is my first time here.
And I don't know if we can guarantee a first pitch every time you're here, but we would love to have you back. Are you excited for a few minutes from now get out there on the mound?
Sure, why not? Why not?
Okay. We'll be watching, no pressure. And remember, it's Mr. Mon's fault.
It is.
If the advice is a little too high.
Throw high.
Yeah. Well, Pamela, again, thank you for all that you do. Thank you for sponsoring these local student athletes this year. York Educational, in particular, was tied in with the York High Bearcats on this segment, and that is one of the districts that you sponsor. So,
Great.
Yeah, terrific. Great to have you here in the booth, and go get them down on the field.
Happy to be here. Can't wait to do it again.
Yeah, enjoy the game tonight,
Okay,
too.
thank you.
That is the president and CEO of York Educational Federal Credit Union, Pamela Lamont, joining us. We've got Mace coming up on the Broadway Transmission Managers Report next.
Shadowfax is committed to helping people with intellectual disabilities live an everyday life in their home and community. Currently, Shadowfax is seeking applicants of a passion for making a difference, one person at a time. Open positions include Residential Direct Support Professional, LPN, Day Services Community Participation Support, Residential Scheduler, Training Manager, and more. Shadowfax offers comprehensive benefits packages and a $1,000 sign-on bonus for most positions if hired before August 1st. For a full list of open positions and pay rates, visit shadowfax.org. Shadowfax, building relationships, creating possibilities. Shadowfax is an equal opportunity employer.
Catch the Revs all season on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports. Fans, it's time to go inside the clubhouse for the latest on your York Revolution and tonight's matchup. It's time for the Broadway Transmission Managers Report. Now, here's the manager of the Revs, Mark Mason.
All right, Mace, go back to prior to the off day, big win Sunday, big weekend to take the final two against Lexington, who came in as the hottest team in the league.
No, it was a great series for us, great rebound after Friday night, the way it started. And in the past couple of weeks, the two number one teams in both divisions, we beat both teams 2 out of 3. So, maybe that says we're coming around a little bit. But, no, the last 2 games of this series, we pitched really well, played well, timely hitting, and then actually a lot of hits on Sunday.
And speaking of timely hitting, Carlos Castro, the go-ahead home run on Sunday in the 7th. He's been swinging a really hot bat of late. What can you say of his performance in just this homestand for sure?
No, I've been carrying the load. We're talking about a guy that was hitting 6th and 7th in the lineup, went up into the 3-hole, and he's done a really good job there. So, it's tough with Melky and those guys in the middle that we had there for a while. So Carlos has come up. He's done a really good job. And behind the plate, he did a really good job, too, on Sunday.
On Father's Day, you had the father, Dotel, with the double, and then the son, JC, with the triple. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, I know. The first time I threw in batting practice, they were in the same group, and I'm like, this does look like father, son right here. We played really well, and I told the guys Sunday after the game, I said, that's a really great job coming back after Friday, and we have, our pitching has gotten better. Our starting pitching has been really good the last couple games, so you live and die with that. We know that all the time. You're as good as today's starting pitcher, and that's how it is every day. So our starting pitching did us a good job, kept us in the game, and, Jake threw well on Sunday. And the bullpen was really good.
And between Jake and Austin, Sunday, Saturday, just 2 earned runs between the two. They have looked really good in their last 2 starts now.
No, absolutely. And, you hate I hate to see Jake have to come out of the game with the 4 unearned runs or whatever it was. But, the pitch count, once you're out there for those long innings, it kind of gets out of control. So, but the bullpen did their job. They came in, they were pretty rested, and the guys threw the ball really well.
Not to get into calls and all that, but it certainly looked like, Jake's pitch count went up based on, I guess, some, they were both fair foul calls that didn't go his way.
Yeah, it's tough. And I know I go out and I give umpires hell, I know that, but if you have a 4-man umpiring crew, that's a much easier call to make because you have a guy standing at third base. But the home plate umpire, he's tracking the ball in from the pitcher. The ball's hit. We weren't using TrackMan all weekend, so the home plate umpire has to stay with the pitch. Once the ball was hit, it's hit hard, it's pulled down the line. By the time he gets his head turned, the ball's by the bag. But he really has no idea. Did it go inside the bag, over the bag, or foul? See, he had no idea. So, I went out and told him it was foul, and I think it was pretty clear to everybody that it was foul. But, you have to give them a little leeway too, just because that's a tough call to make. But I usually don't give leeway in the moment. I'm more lenient now after it's over. But that's a big call in the game because that's 2 more runs that score, and next thing you know, instead of being a 1-run game, it's a 3 or 4-run game.
Well, you do announce a couple moves today. Probably won't see him tonight, but James Harris coming in. What can you tell us about him? I know he's got some pedigree and also fills a need, right? You needed some outfield help.
Yeah, absolutely. We're real happy to get James in here. He's a former league MVP in the Frontier League. He was a career first-round draft pick going into the Major League draft. Just a really good outfielder, good numbers everywhere he's been, can play all 3 outfield positions, can run, hit for power. I think the year he won league MVP, hit 20 homers, over 300, 60 or 80, maybe 80 RBIs in 100 games, 94 games, something like that. So, but yeah, we definitely, we lost with Melky out, and we're probably going to lose Dotel maybe for a little while, at least defensively. We definitely need some outfield help.
Do you expect him to be able to continue swinging? I know his arm's been bothering him.
Yeah, no, Dotel. We're gonna put him in the designated hitter role, but we know with the double hook, how long can he be in the game as long as the starting pitcher? So, but he's good to swing the bat. But right now we're gonna get him off the field a little while. So, Harris is coming in at the right time.
Lastly, it's Sanabia and Thompson tonight. Another good matchup and rematch from Southern Maryland. And not to take anything away from your hitters, but I understand Darryl was a little under the weather when you did face him that first time. He can be really good.
Darryl is really good. Even when he was under the weather at their place, he was really good. But I felt kind of bad because when you come out of the clubhouse at their place, you got to walk through center field to get to our first base dugout. And Darryl was out there warming up, and I know him pretty well. And I said, "Hey, take it easy on us tonight, would you?" And he goes, "Man, Mace, I'm really sick. And I said, "Yeah, right." Just playing it off. And he was really sick. We found out later. So, look, we know Darryl's a veteran pitcher, been around this league a long time. A lot of good pitches, good fastball, good breaking ball, especially. So this will be a good challenge for our younger hitters tonight to face a guy with this kind of breaking ball if he's on his game.
All right, Mace, thanks a lot. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
All right, Revs manager Mark Mason on the Broadway Transmission Managers Report. Revs have just taken the field. Let's listen in on our anthem tonight.
If you are able, remove all headwear and welcome Tanya Grubb, who is in her 15th season of singing the anthem here at the ballpark, for the performance of our national anthem presented by Americhoice Federal Credit Union.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave.
That's Tanya Grubb with our national anthem tonight. Obviously a familiar voice here at PeoplesBank Park. Revs have taken the field for tonight's game. It poured during the morning, was dreary all day, cool and cloudy, and within the last 20 minutes, the sun has appeared for the first time all day. Our starting lineups, and it will be cool tonight, temperatures in the 60s, but set to go. Lineups brought to you by Flying Feed. For Southern Maryland, they've got Matt Hibbert in left field leading things off. Kent Blackstone, the second baseman, hits second. Dario Pisano at first base will bat third. The cleanup hitter is David Harris in right field. Zach Collier, center field, is batting fifth. Alex Crosby, the designated hitter, bats sixth. Josh McAdams will play third base and hit seventh. Joe DeLuca does the catching, batting eighth. And Michael Baca at shortstop will hit ninth. Again, it's Hibbert, Blackstone, Pisano, Harris, Collier, Crosby, McAdams, DeLuca, and Baca, and they've got Daryl Thompson starting. For the Revs tonight, surrounding Alex Sanabia, they have Darian Sanford in center field to start it off. Jan Sanchez, the shortstop, hits second. Carlos Castro will catch and bat third. Wellington Dotel, the DH, is in the cleanup spot. JC Encarnacion, right fielder, bats fifth. Jack Kenley will start in the outfield tonight in left, and he is batting sixth. John Sansone, the start at third base, hitting seventh. Tyler Hill again is at first base, hitting eighth, and Walner Espinal at second base, bats ninth. Again, Sanford, Sanchez, Castro, Dotel, Encarnacion, Kenley, Sansone, Hill, and Espinal for the Revs. And Sanabia set to go. He's 3-0 with a 3.20 ERA as Matt Hibbert digs in, former Road Warrior, and our Dasher Investment Services first pitch here tonight. It is in tight, and we are underway. There is no TrackMan tonight, so Buzz Albert will call this one himself. Hibbert hitting at 304, 7 for 23, 6 games played. Now the 1-0, fastball, that's a called strike. It is Albert behind the plate, Larry Rosenberg, the umpire, at first, Scott Hart at third base. The TrackMan still trying to recover from its impairment. Really rough weekend. Here's a fastball down low. Actually, that was a changeup. Get it right. Revs in the home whites with the nameplates, Southern Maryland Road Gray. As we get to know each other up close and personal all week. Here's a ball over the plate, but just high, evidently. It goes to 3-1.
Yeah, 7 straight in the next 6 days.
Now, what could go wrong? In fact, we're going to cram it into 6 days. Here's the 3-1 pitch. And it's inside. A leadoff walk. Sanabia tied for second in the league in wins with 3. 3-0. Fourth in ERA, 3.20 in 4 starts. Fourth in innings, 25 1/3, just 19 hits. Opponents 202. Third lowest opponent's average, third best whip in the league. He's wanting 9 and has struck out 20. By the way, big shout out to longtime listener Lily Penny, who's tuned in tonight as Sanabia throws over, one of our littlest Revs fans and listeners. And of course, Big Pen, who is one of our biggest and strangest listeners, Stephen Penny. Now the first pitch to Kent Blackstone is outside. Sanabia missing with 5 of his first 6. Blackstone hitting .263 as Alex takes a stroll behind the mound. Blue Crabs haven't stolen many bases, but Hibbert in his short time does have one. And he was a speed threat when he was in the league a few years back. Now move over, and he's back diving. Revs 10-11. They've won back-to-back 3 of the last 4. Southern Maryland 9-12. Blackstone .263, 0 for 7 in the first 2 against York. And the pitch to him, he swings and misses. Sanabia trying to find the strike zone, and on 1-0 went changeup. Blackstone trying to tee up a fastball, swings through it. Sanabia, of course, one of his wins against Southern Maryland, that was back on June 9th. The complete game should have been a shutout, but complete game 3-hitter, 12-1 win. Beat Daryl Thompson that night. Thompson, who was under the weather in that one, might be tougher tonight. Here's the 1-1. And a ground ball pulled to second. Warner to his left. He's got it. Only play will be to first, and he gets the shore out. Now Hibbert advances to second with 1 away. Our weather tonight brought to you by Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care. Varying degrees of cloudiness. Some gray clouds blowing back overhead, but the threat of rain is gone. 68 degrees on the stadium board tonight. So it feels like one of those early homestand games, especially after the heat that we've had. But mostly cloudy, but much better than it was earlier in the day, that's for sure. And the next 2 days should be lovely. Here is Dario Pisano, runner at second, 1 out. And Sanabia the pitch, fastball, it is down and away. Pisano, who in 2019 took batting practice for the Revs and spent 1 day in their dugout, but I believe at the time his physical didn't check out. He had been released by Somerset, went from one dugout to the other when we were at Somerset, but wasn't meant to be, as Pisano asks for time and backs out. It's hitting .254, 2 home runs, 12 driven in. Did have a good series against York, 3 for 7 a couple weeks back. Now Sanabia steps off, trying to get on the same page with Castro. Pisano 1 for 4 against Sanabia in the first meeting. A long look in as Sanabia and Castro can't get together on it. Buzz Albert clapping his hands in encouragement. And now he comes out and has words for Sanabia to say, "Let's go." And Alex is like, "Now hang on, man. I'm trying here." I don't know if you can't see what Castro's putting down. I know Carlos does paint his nails so that they're easier to see. I mean, Alex doesn't need him to get up in his face. Now he fires, misses inside, and it's 2-0. I don't need to add agitation to it.
Go Revs!
The 2-0 fastball, there's a strike. 89 on the inside corner. Sanabia's last start, last Wednesday against Lancaster, no decision, left leading 4-3. Revs lost late. Pitch is taken down low, 3-1. They got off to a really sharp start in that one. Had a little trouble the second, third time through the order, but really sharp early. The previous start was the complete game, the league's first this year, the fourth of his career. Three-hitter, which had been the Revs' best performance until the combined one-hitter Saturday night. He fires, and a swing and a pop-up foul. This is heading out of play, third base side. No score, first inning tonight. Sanabia, who was the league's first to 3 wins, was in line to be 4-0, but no decision last time. And the only pitcher in the league with 4 wins is Lexington's Kevin McGowan, who got his 4th here on Friday night. Payoff pitch. Strike 3 called. He went change up on 3-2. And Pisano is punched out. He complains on his way to the dugout. 2 down in the inning. And that'll bring up David Harris, the cleanup man. Sanabia tries to meticulously work his way around the leadoff walk. Harris hitting 171, does have 4 home runs. Sanabia with the pitch, swinging, he skies it to right field. Encarnacion galloping over toward the line. Hill going back from first, and it lands foul up in the bullpen balcony. I see we've put the picture of Billy Madison in the pool with the sunscreen on the video board for Summer Bash Night here at the stadium. Now, I believe that's only for the visiting players. The smiley face suntan lotion. Not how I did it during my big pool day yesterday, Ray.
What kind of style did you go with?
Normal.
Oh, okay.
Fastball high, 1-1.
Did you get affected by the turbulent weather that came through?
Yep.
Though Mace had a much more interesting pool day than either of you or I did.
Oh, man. Yeah, should we share that one on the air?
I'll leave that to your discretion.
The pool Mace goes to apparently had a code brown in the middle of the afternoon. It's the 1-1, and that's over for a called strike.
Someone pulled the Caddyshack.
Yeah. Actually, I have more funny stories about that, but we have 2 outs here, so I don't want to start those just yet. Sanabia looking for the scoreless first. He fires. And a swing and a miss. He'll get it. Went down out of the strike zone, and Harris down swinging. And after the leadoff walk, Sanabia retires the next 3. He's going to have a chat with Buzz after the inning about what was going on with trying to keep things moving. At the end of a half inning, it's the Blue Crabs nothing, the Revs coming up.
Hey, it's the good-looking genius at Broadway Transmission again, and this time I have things on my mind, like warranty and service after the repair. You already know Broadway Transmission has been part of the community for 67 years at the same location. But did you know that in that time, your county has seen many transmission shops close its doors like
Amco,
Atomic,
Clutch and Go,
Dr. Transmission,
Cotman,
York County Transmission,
Winters,
Goodlings,
Lee Miles,
A1.
What grinds my gears about these closings are the customers are left with no warranty. Stop! Don't make that same mistake. Broadway Transmission has over 40,000 transmission jobs under our belt, and we are still here today standing behind our famous 3-year warranty. We kid around a lot on our ads, but nothing is funny about having no warranty when you need it. Avoid that risk with the only smart choice in all of your county and stop by Broadway Transmission today. Broadway Transmission will get your ship together and stand behind it too. Visit us on the web at broadwaytrans.com or stop in and see how it's done.
I felt like my well-being was tied to the morning stock numbers. I wanted to invest, but grew tired of the stress of potential losing it all. A friend of mine suggested I talk to Tom Dasher about a fixed indexed annuity that could be a stable option while still seeing potential growth. Tom has been helping folks here in York County for over 30 years. Give him a call at 717 487-2096 to see if he can assist you.
Cannonball Charlie's ready. Are you? The Revs play here. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK, York.
No score. Alex Sanabia is striking out the 3 and 4 hitters to work through the scoreless top half. Revs coming up against Daryl Thompson, who is approaching top of the league status in all things pitching in his career. This year, 3 and 1, tied for second in the league in wins, 7th in ERA, 3.62. Sanford to lead off and takes a strike on the first pitch. Darian hitting .222 with a home run and leads the league in steals by 8 with 18. Pitched to him. It is a called strike in. And he started to turn away. Again, we have the human strike zone tonight. Not the technology. It's the 0-2. Fastball missed in tight. Good take from Sanford after the previous one. Sometimes you get so locked in on not wanting to take 3 pitches in a row you'll chase, but he didn't. Here's the 1-2, and he swings and pops it up foul, going straight back. Thompson's 5th start, his roughest one was against York when he was under the weather. Leads the league in innings this year, 27 1/3. He kicks, he fires. And a line drive, but pulled foul into the Revs bullpen seating. About a hit per inning. Opponents hitting .250, but the staggering number in his 4 starts, just 3 walks, and he has struck out 19. He has the second best whip. Whipping it good as he fires, and a fastball a little bit high, 2-2. Sanchez and Castro do this inning. Now winds, delivers, swing, and a little loop toward the line in right field. Falling and foul. And it'll bound up against the tarp. Sanford made a bid, but he's having a good first at bat. Thompson will be throwing an 8th pitch to him coming up. Thompson's first start this year, one on opening night in West Virginia, 6 innings, 2 runs, 1 earned. Then the next one, unbelievable in their home opener. 8 scoreless, 4 hits. He fires and is swinging a pop-up, middle of the infield. And it might be Thompson. It will be. And in front of the mound, Thompson takes it himself. About as middle of the infield as it gets, and that's out number 1. Jan Sanchez will follow. Now, last time out, he won at Gastonia, 7 innings, 2 runs. The only clunker came when he was under the weather, and I believe it was 4-0 into the 7th. Revs added 4 more. He was charged with 8 in 6 1/3 as he starts off. Jan Sanchez with a strike.
Only took him 87 pitches to go 6 1/3, so in terms of efficiency, he was still pretty good.
Didn't walk any. He fires and is swinging a flare the other way, foul. Bounced down by the Revs bullpen seating. Jan second in the league in hitting at .452. I have no idea how Steven Cardullo qualifies for the top spot already. He just signed, but whatever. Pitch to Jan. He swings and rips one at short, but right at Baca, who falls onto his right side and makes the catch, getting down low to the ground to snag that. Another liner from Jan, but this time right at him. It's the 10-game hitting streak entering play tonight. And now here is Carlos Castro, who's 3rd in the league in hitting at .444, 5 home runs, including 1 against Thompson, who he also tripled against back on June 9th. Leads the league with 22 driven in. first pitch. It is a called strike. No score here in the first inning tonight. Castro, who on Sunday went 3 for 4 with the game-winning 7th inning homer. Pitch is down and away. Did I say Thompson did? I meant Castro. I can't even remember who I said. But Castro, it went 3 for 4. His 10th multi-hit game in 17 played. And his 5th with 3 hits as Thompson misses away to him. I mean, that is some production. Sun starts to shine, the wind picking up left to right. Pitch is swung on and missed, a slider, 2-2. Castro second in the league in hits, slugging, OPS, and total bases. That's impressive for anybody, but even more so for a guy that catches most of the time. Now the sun brightly shining. Thompson deals, and a swing and a bouncing ball toward the middle. Baca sliding, knocked down, throws it to first. It's late. Castro beats it out. Now the first inning continues, and it is an infield hit for Carlos Castro, his 29th base hit of the year. Now here comes Dotel, who's DHing tonight. Hitting .343 with 2 home runs. One of those came off Thompson when Dotel and Castro went back-to-back against him back on June 9th. Dotel was 4 for 9 in that series. Revs won both. And they will now face each other 7 times in 6 days. Thompson with the pitch, fastball, and missed away. The shadow line cuts right in front of the mound. Thompson standing in bright sunlight right now. A little part in the cloud cover. The 1-0, and a swing and a foul back up over the roof. Dotel asks for time and backs out. Thompson's 163rd Atlantic League start, 398th start of his pro career, approaching 400 starts. The 1-1, that's down low. Snuck a couple feet behind DeLuca, but he recovers. And Thompson, a Southern Maryland fixture, La Plata High School grad, plays 4 miles from his childhood home now, and he is also their pitching coach. He's a player coach now at this stage. Reigning Atlantic League Pitcher of the Year. Fires, and that's in tight. Dotel twists away. Years old now, and at age 33, the league pitcher of the year. Now they overshift Dotel. Pitch to him, he swings and misses on a cutter. It's a full count. Castro will have the head start from first. No score here in the first inning tonight. Here's the stretch. And the 3-2, swinging a ground ball up the middle, base hit Dotel. Castro turns, lumbering to third. He'll get there easily. Dotel, a big turn. Throw gets away at second. Rolls into the infield, and he hustles for the extra base. He saw nobody covering, and he never slowed down and went sprinting to second, forcing the issue. Collier's throw went off the glove of Baca, who tried to catch it while cutting to the bag. Had he caught it, Dotel would have been out by 10 feet, but it gets away, and it's second and third for Encarnacion. Trying to provide an early spark, and we'll see if it works. Here's Dotel's son, Encarnacion, who digs in. First pitch, fastball. It's over for a strike at 84. JC hitting 286, 6 for 21. Had a 2-run triple in the 5th that tied the game on Sunday. His first 2 RBIs with York. 0-1, and it slides off the corner away. Thompson at 24 pitches here in the first inning tonight. He is second in league history in strikeouts, third in innings. A 1-1, fastball, it's high. Long look in, he's set. And the 2-1. Swing and a line drive, base hit right center. Castro scores. Dotel around third, and the Revs have struck first tonight. 2-0 the lead. And JC Encarnacion drives in 2 more. Revs with 3 straight 2-out hits. And Dotel's hustle does lead to a second run. Now the Revs on top early. And Encarnacion coming through again. By the way, fielding error on Collier in center, allowing Dotel to move up. And there goes JC, and Kenley's swinging first pitch. Ooh, look out. He cues one foul toward third that was hugging the grass line. It almost started to spin back toward fair territory. No balls and 1 strike.
Out the base hit from Encarnacion. Darrell, he's now hit safely in his last 3 trips to the plate, including the 2-run triple and the base hit he got in the later part of Sunday's matchup against the Legends.
They are also asking him to play outfield, which is not terribly familiar to him. Pitch to Kenley, swing and a miss. And possibly with James Harris coming in, might be able to get JC some time in his more comfortable infield spot. Usually that only helps a hitter at the plate. A quick move over, he dives back. Kenley, who's playing left field tonight. Of course, Melky out, Dotel, troublesome arm right now. Kenley 3 for 9, a double, an RBI in 4 games played. Here's the 0-2, and it's high and away. It's almost a pitch out. Might have been one. Revs a 2-0 lead here in the first inning. A 1-2. Swing and a miss. Change up from Thompson, who's got his first strikeout of the night. But the Revs scored twice in the first. Might only be 1 earned run. 3 hits, 1 error, 1 left. At the end of 1 complete, it's York 2, Southern Maryland nothing.
Runners know the challenge. It's not the uncompromising weather. It's not the pounding repetition. It's not knowing how to dig deep as you start the climb of that last hill. For runners, the challenge is the discipline to keep running. Flying feet. Casual runners, amateur runners, hardcore runners, no matter what level runner you are, Flying Feet Sports Shoes is with you every step of the way. Flying Feet has become the leader in athletic footwear and properly fitting the feet of runners throughout Central PA. Flying Feet has become the leader in athletic footwear, properly fitting the feet of runners throughout Central PA. And that holds true whether you're training or racing on roads, tracks, or trails. For those searching for that discipline, Flying Feet provides the latest shoe innovations, the accessories and equipment, and the inspiration to keep on running. Greg Baum and his staff have the knowledge and the true understanding of what running is all about. As one local runner put it, Flying Feet is family, and all runners are welcome. Flying Feet. Flying Feet Sports Shoes, 1511 Melrose Avenue, York, just off exit 18 of I-83.
Sports injury? Walk into WellSpan Urgent Orthopedics for immediate care. No appointment is ever needed. Our orthopedic and sports medicine specialists are here to treat you. Visit wellspan.org/urgent orthopedics today for hours at our York and Hanover locations.
Get the latest on the Orioles with the Baltimore Baseball Show, hosted by Dan Connolly. Mondays at 6 on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK.
Head of the second inning, Revs on top 2-0 here early tonight against Thompson. One of those runs was indeed unearned. And Zach Collier will lead things off. Left-hand hitter. First pitch from Sanabia is a tad high. Collier at 288, 4 home runs, 8 driven in. Revs held him hitless in 6 at-bats in that first series in Waldorf. As Sanabia kicks and delivers. And that's high and away. And in fact, the Revs will be making back-to-back road trips to Waldorf. That was where they were before this homestand started, and that's where they go as soon as it concludes. Sanabia, the 2-0, and a line drive at first over the leaping Tyler Hill. Down the line it goes. Collier on his way to second. Encarnacion into the corner, and he fires in pretty quickly, but it's a leadoff double. Tyler Hill climbing the ladder, got close. He might have even gotten a thread of his glove on it, but it is a leadoff double for Collier. Now Alex Crosby, the DH, coming up. Crosby at 289, no home runs. He's driven in 6. Now Sanabia pitching out of bright sunlight with his uniform rippling in the wind. And he fires home. It is down low. The Revs back in 2019 went 16-4 against Southern Maryland, 9-2 here at home. Look back, the 1-0, that's down and in. The 16-4 record matched their best single season mark against any opponent in one season. They did that against Lancaster in 2010. The last 2 seasons, they've gone 28-9 against the Crabs, 16-3 here at PeoplesBank Park. As Crosby asks for time and backs out. Division rivals once again, now in the north. Here's the stretch. A look back at second. Sanabia the pitch. Fastball. It is a called strike. Castro came out threatening a snap throw. Blue Crabs, it's interesting. They've gone 7-6 on the road, but only 2-6 at home so far. Sanabia nods yes, he's ready. And the 2-1, swinging a fly ball left field. Kenley going back, he'll stop, lines it up, makes the play. And fires in. He read that one well. His first outfield chance. As Crosby hits it into the wind, and he's out, 1 away. And here comes tonight's K-Man, Josh McAdams. He's hitting 195, couple home runs. One of those came against the Revs back on June 8th in Waldorf. 1 for 7 in that series. The one was a homer. Sanabia sets and fires, and it's down and away. Castro sliding over to his right to get in front. Rick really sells the Moz sticks, doesn't he? On the stretch from Alex. Here's the 1-0. And it sinks in off the plate.
Now, how would he know that?
What do you say? Personally, what every cow?
That's good context. That was.
That's what I heard.
Is it cheese checker?
2-0. And that's over for a strike. Drew, look back from McAdams. Sanabi of the stretch. Espinal creeping closer at second. There goes the runner. It's high and tight. Castro, the throw and the tag at third. He's out. Zach Collier thrown out, trying to steal third. Castro came out gunning and nails him with Sansone waiting with the tag. 2 down, bases empty, and Castro threw a dart. Fourth runner he's gunned down in 14 tries. And now the 3-1 to McAdams. Swings and fouls it back against the netting. Well, the caught stealing was awesome. The fans would really love the strikeout, I think. Revs a 2-0 lead here in the second inning tonight. Here's the windup and the payoff pitch. Swinging a foul back to the net. Same spot on the cords, and we'll do it again. By the way, the Revs a deeper bullpen tonight. Victor Capian is down there. He was signed over the weekend, but really available for the first time today. Another payoff pitch. And it's a called third strike on the inside corner. McAdams rung up. He argues it. And Sanabia strikes out the K-man, his third K in the first 2 innings tonight. Looked like changeup inside corner, and it had a lot of movement. No runs, 1 hit, nobody left. We go to the bottom of the second, still 2-0 York.
Everything you've worked for may be facing a hostile takeover, but step outside the boardroom and look around. Not taking care of business right now could leave you dealing with a hostile takeover by crabgrass later this summer. And broadleaf weeds are just beneath the surface, ready to take their share of your turf too. Prevent hostile takeovers. Call Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care and give your lawn a good, healthy start this year. Heritage Lawn can apply crabgrass pre-emergent and quality fertilizer now to fortify your lawn for later. HeritageLawnandLandscape.com. World-class care right in your backyard.
Ray Jensen here, and I'm joined by a diehard Revs fan who's agreed to donate their time to talk the upcoming York Revolution season. Sir, what do you think of people who say Revs fans are not the best fans in the world?
You're an idiot and you don't know baseball.
Ouch. But a fair comment. What would you say to all 120 York Revolution regular season games being broadcasted on radio?
Yeah.
Well, there's something we can all agree on. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. Your home for the York Revolution.
Tee off this season on the best layout in Pennsylvania and experience Royal Manchester Golf Links, bringing you to the coast of the British Isles while never leaving your backyard. Our unique Pure Links layout in the rolling hills of York County gives golfers an experience like none other, featuring 18 pristine holes with picturesque views of the countryside and consistently ranked one of the top public courses in the state. Also offering outings and event bookings. Book your tee time today at 717-268-0490 or nab our online specials at royalmanchestergolflinks.com.
Your source for all of Friday night's action. Central PA Game Day with Steve Navaroli. Saturday mornings at 9 on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK.
First pitch here in the bottom of the second inning. John Sansone pops it up. Foul by first, and Pisano over in foul ground takes care of it. Sansone retired on 1 pitch. Revs a 2-0 lead, and Tyler Hill to the plate next. Hill hitting a .175, 3 RBIs, held hitless Sunday, but first 2 games of that Lexington series, 3 for 7. First pitch fastball, it's a strike, called to him. And the first night, 2 doubles. The second night, game-tying RBI in the 7th. It's the 0-1 breaking ball that hovers high. Walter Espinal on deck. And the pitch to Tyler, swings and loops a foul back behind the Revs' first base dugout. Land about 5 or 6 rows in. The field continues to play in bright sunlight now. Pitch to Hill, and it is down and away. It feels like April tonight. The 2-2 swing and a little floater behind the mound. Thompson is back, and he makes the grab, staggering back towards second base. And Terrell Thompson catches his second pop-up of the night. Really got in on Hill and jammed him. Revs are looking to tee off again tonight. You can too at Royal Manchester Golf Links. Play the best layout in PA on the area's only pure links course. Book online at royalmanchestergolflinks.com. I believe some of the ball-playing gentlemen got out on some links yesterday. It is a Monday off-day routine for some of them. Here's Espinal. And the first one from Thompson, a called strike on the outer edge. Walner 2 for 15, but one of those, the walk-off homer on Thursday night. The pitch, that is in the dirt, skips away. Revs up 2-zip. Fires, and a swing and a fly ball, right field, not deep. David Harris was out there and a little shift to his left and right there to make the catch. Now 1-2-3 second inning for Darrell Thompson. And we'll move to the third tonight. Revs on top 2-0.
Spring is in the air, and Harvey's Rental can get you prepared for what's ahead. With the biggest selection of steel products on the market, Harvey's Rental will get you set for your next home project. From lawn and garden equipment, pressure washers, post hole diggers, and more, Harvey's Rental has it all. Have a special get-together or graduation coming up? Harvey's Rental has what you need to make your party memorable. Visit them in person at 1409 South George Street in York or online at harveysrental.com.
At Donegal, we understand there are many costs associated with running a business. That's why Donegal works with you to provide quality insurance products based on your business needs, and why we deliver that insurance at a price to fit your budget. Call your local independent Donegal agent today and discover why, when it comes to insurance for your business, Donegal is a better value. Contact Coatman Kunkel Insurance at 717-854-0300 or stop in at 3217 East Market Street, York. Locally owned and operated by Pam and Rudy Coatman. Coatman Kunkel Insurance.
Remember rushing to the newspaper in the morning to read all about that Revs game from the night before? Was it? Yeah, that was a long time ago. We barely remember that too. Sports Radio 1350 is your home for local sports, and we're taking care of that news void in your life. Get your York Revolution game articles delivered right to your inbox every morning, courtesy of WOYK. Simply log on to YorkRevolution.com and click to sign up to receive daily game recaps right to your inbox. Keep up to date every day as the York Revolution go for another Atlantic League title. We're your source for local sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports. Listen live, on demand, and on the go. Download the new WOYK app on the Apple and Google Play stores today.
Well, we go to the third inning, and we've got a development and an unfortunate one. Alex Sanabia leaving the game. Didn't notice anything that would have been a red flag from our view, but Sanabia walking up to the clubhouse with Meg Haas in between innings, and Alberto Rodriguez will take over. So hopefully nothing serious in that regard, but Revs will be in the bullpen the rest of the night. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. 2-0 the lead, and Rodriguez comes in. He got the win on Sunday. Had a 1-2-3 inning against Lexington in the 7th. In fact, Revs relievers on Sunday were outstanding. 4 1/3, just 1 hit, retired the final 10. Rodriguez 1-0 with a 5.93 ERA in 11 outings. They will also lose Dotel due to the double hook for the rest of the night. But Rodriguez, he could be in for a while. He's gone 3 innings multiple times this season already, June 6th and June 15th. And he is one of the guys near the top of Mesa's list when you ask him if a rotation spot ever opens up, who down there might be a guy that could get plugged in. He certainly is one of them.
Yeah, Eduardo Rivera also for 3-inning outing. Bruce Bell has even started a game for York on the road this year already. Brandon Fry has had some starting experience in his minor league career as well, so a plethora of options should a need arise. But Alberto Rodriguez has some work to do against what has been a potent Blue Crabs lineup in their past 6.
Well, hopefully whatever it is with Alex, they're being careful. Didn't notice anything from the naked eye here, but Rodriguez will take over as we start the 3rd. Joe DeLuca will lead things off. He is the Southern Maryland catcher. Left-hand hitter, batting .254, a home run, 12 driven in. And Rodriguez's first pitch, it is down low. And he's going full windup as well. DeLuca, that first series against York, 2 for 7 with a double. It's the wind, the 1-0, and that's inside, made him move his feet. The 8-9-1 due up. Sanabia went 2 innings, 1 hit, no runs, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts. 32 pitches, 16 strikes. Rodriguez kicks and fires. And he got that one across. There's a strike. He did face the Blue Crabs once on the road, scoreless inning. Back on June 8th, Sanabia did all of the work on June 9th. Here's the 2-1. And it is down and away. Baca and Hibbert to follow, 8-9-1 in their lineup this inning. Rodriguez winds and fires, and a ground ball down to first. Hill in front of it. He's got it. He throws it to Rodriguez covering, and that is out number 1. I'm telling you, there's a certain grace to everything that Tyler Hill does, and the underhand flip, which would have been the choice most would have made on that play, just it's not good enough for Tyler. He'd play QB, lead his guy over the middle, hit him right in the hands, 1 out.
I think even Larry Rosenberg is giving him some business on that.
He is a treat. Here is Michael Baca. Well, he's made pretty much every play, so I don't care how he does it. And first pitch to Baca, that's a fastball for a strike. Hill tonight making his 3rd start at first base. Baca hitting .326, 2 home runs. Here's the 0-1. Fastball, that's right there. And Rodriguez at 91 jumps ahead. Baca was a bit of a pest. He was 3 for 6 against the Revs that first series. Wind, the 0-2, and it's down and away. Slider.
Baca's really heated up since they've hit the road, hitting .389 of 2 home runs.
Now, they only had 10 hits in that series with York. He had 3 of them, but like you said, it's been great on the road. Here's a swing and a miss. Slider from Rodriguez gets him, and he goes 2 up, 2 down, looking to settle in potentially for the long haul here tonight. Overall for Rodriguez, 11 outings, 13 2/3 innings. 1 win, couple holds, 5.93 ERA. 13 2/3 innings, 16 Ks to 5 walks. Now here is Matt Hibbert back at the top. Walked in the first, was stranded. First pitch, fastball is high. Revs with a 2-0 lead as we play here in the 3rd inning tonight. The stadium lights starting to trickle on. Rodriguez delivers. Oh, nails Hibbert in the back. He does stand pretty close to home plate, and he just turned and wore that. So he is on for the 2nd time tonight without swinging it. A walk and a hit by pitch. Back of the left arm, maybe. Here is Kent Blackstone, who grounded out to second his first at bat. And Hibbert will have to be watched, does have a steal. Remember his speed from a few years ago in this league. Hill holds him. Rodriguez the pitch. Fastball, it is a strike. Alberto, who was born in Havana, Cuba, Christmas Eve, 1991, but moved to the U.S. Went to high school and college in Florida, lives in Tampa, and makes a move, and it was close, but Hill trying to make the sweep tag, and ends up squirting out of his glove into foul ground. Revs, who got their first pickoff of the year the other night when Duke von Schaman picked one up. Rodriguez ready, and the 0-1. Swinging a ground ball slap to third. Sansone backs up. He gloves it. Long throw to first is not in time. And it's an infield hit. Good effort. Rodriguez gives him a little glove hand salute for the effort. And a chopper along the line the other way. Sansone read it that he would have to back up. If you come up on that one and miss, it goes down the line and Hibbert might score. So keeps it in the infield, made an acrobatic fadeaway throw right on target, but too late with Blackstone's speed. Now first and second for Dario Pisano, who struck out looking in the first. Revs a 2-0 lead. Rodriguez trying to keep it that way. And the first pitch, it is a fastball just outside. Pisano, who got off to a huge start this year, couple home runs opening night, a double as well. Rodriguez with the 1-0. Swinging a line drive to the gap in left center. It's a base hit. Hibbert around third will score. Sanford cuts it off. Throws it on the run toward third, and Blackstone rounds third. And Sanstone's throw home is offline. 2 runs score on it, and the game is tied at 2. It'll be an RBI hit for Pisano, a throwing error on Sanford. And the Blue Crabs have tied it up. He cut it off going toward left field, and he tried to throw it toward third on the run, and as he was in motion, the throw sailed on him. It eluded Jan, who couldn't cut it off. Bounced to Sansone, and Blackstone never slowed. Sped around third, and John, trying to hurry the relay home, had his throw sail behind the plate First pitch now to Harris is in the dirt, and Castro blocks it in front. Scrambles to recover it. Pisano, who's now 4 for 9 against the Revs this season, drives in his 13th. Second run scoring on the air. Two our score. And it was a single, not a double. Gave him second on the throw as well. Here's the 1-0. And it cuts outside. Yikes. Board had 94 on that one, but missed his spot. Harris a strikeout victim in the first inning. It looked like Rodriguez might have a quick third, but then a hit batter, an infield hit. And Pisano cashing in. Pitch is swung on, line foul off the front of the upper deck, first base side. And that goes bouncing back down below. I'm not sure that the Revs are going to let any one guy go a bunch of innings tonight. Eduardo Rivera just went jogging down to the bullpen mound. So it might be everybody for an inning tonight. They had the off day yesterday. Rodriguez a check at second, delivers, and a swing and a miss. Snap throw down, and Espinal from second cuts across to catch it with Pisano diving back. 2 balls, 2 strikes, trying to end the inning here. Rodriguez ready. And the 2-2. Swing and a miss. He got him. Slider started in the strike zone and disappeared. That was a good one as Castro pumps his fist. 2 strikeouts in the inning, but 2 runs scored, 2 hits, 1 error, and 1 left. Game is tied 2-2. Middle of the third here tonight in York.
PeoplesBank is happy to sponsor the home of the York Revolution, PeoplesBank Park. PeoplesBank has been serving the community for more than 155 years, committed to helping their clients achieve their dreams and live confidently. That commitment continues at PeoplesBank Park, with Revs games, concerts, events, youth sports, and much more. We're proud to partner of the York Revolution, and we look forward to seeing you at PeoplesBank Park. PeoplesBank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Shipley Energy is more than just an energy company. We're your friends, family, and neighbors, and have been serving the community for over 90 years. Whether you need energy for your home or for your business, we've got you covered. We can help keep you comfortable with all your heating needs, from heating oil to propane, electricity to natural gas. And if something breaks, like your air conditioning or furnace, we have a team of HVAC experts ready to fix it, so you can stay comfortable all year long. To learn more, visit ShipleyEnergy.com or call 855-5-SHIPLEY.
Need an excavating contractor for your upcoming project? Get it done locally and get it done right with Barnes & Barnes Incorporated Excavating. Locally owned and in business since 2005, Barnes & Barnes Incorporated Excavating is a small excavating and landscaping business offering demolition, excavating, landscaping, foundations, concrete, sewer and water hookups, lot clearing, welding, fabrication, and more. Located in Windsor at 30 North Blacksmith Avenue, Barnes & Barnes will get the job done right. Call Scott to schedule your project at 717-515-3495. That's 515-3495. Or email him at barnesbarnesscottinc@gmail.com. That's barnesbarnesscottinc@gmail.com.
Downtown's ready. Are you? The Revs play here. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK, York.
Now tied up 2-2, and I think Rivera's continuing to throw, so might have our answer that everybody just goes an inning on down the line tonight, but we'll see how it plays out. The Revs with the top of the order facing Daryl Thompson. Sanford digs in, and the first offering is over for a strike. Sanford, who had a long at bat in the first, 8 pitches, popped up to Thompson though. pitch. He swings and he lines one toward the corner and right, but pulls it foul. Boy, he cranked that one. A rocket into the corner that made Rivera move off the bullpen mound, but it's foul, and it's strike 2. The Revs, who got to Thompson on the night where he was under the weather in Waldorf, got to him early tonight. As Sanford asked for time, wants to check his bat, be sure he didn't crack it. But Blue Crabs have now answered for him, and we start over. The 0-2. And tried to check on a change away, appeal to third. He did hold up. Both teams now 2 runs, 3 hits, 1 error. Both teams with 1 unearned run. And the pitch, that's down in the dirt. The wind and the 2-2. Swinging a fly ball, hit well in right field. Harris back on this, but he'll track it down. As Sanford puts a charge into another one, but down in fairly deep right. Harris is there. Darrell Thompson entering play tonight with 63 career wins. With Southern Maryland, he moved ahead of Lincoln Michelson for 4th all-time with his last win. Michelson, a guy that finished his Atlantic League career 1 year before we started. Never saw him. Here is Jan Sanchez. He takes high and tight. Lined out to short his first time, hit it hard, but right at Baca. The 1-0. And a line drive hit hard to left, but right at Matt Hibbert. And Jan Sanchez tonight with 2 bullets, but one hit right at the shortstop. This one hit right at the left fielder. 2 away. Now each team has started their 2-run rallies with 2 outs, so a lot of similarities. Here in the early going, tied 2-2. Here's Carlos Castro, who had an infield hit to keep the first inning alive. And of course, it was an infield hit for Southern Maryland that kept the 3rd inning alive. And the first pitch, it's on the outside corner for a strike. So the all-time wins list now, Tim Kaine, 74, John Brownell, 67, Thurm, 66. As that one misses away. And then Thompson with 63, so he's 3 away from Thurm for 3rd in league history, and he ranks 4th currently. He deals, and a swing and a miss, got Castro to wave at the big slow curve, 70 miles an hour, and I guess he's been waiting to show that until the second time through the order. It's the first time we've seen that tonight. Now winds and delivers, and that's outside, 2-2. Thompson 2nd in league history in Ks behind only John Brownell. 3rd in innings behind Kaine and Brownell. He fires and misses down and in. In fact, has gone over 1,000 innings in his Atlantic League career this season. He kicks, fires, swinging a soft tap. Thompson off the mound toward 3rd, backhands, and transferred behind his back, and then fired to 1st in time to get Castro, who was making a bid at a 2nd infield hit tonight, but Thompson takes care of it. He transferred from glove hand to throwing hand by going behind his back. Whatever works. 1-2-3 inning. We go to the 4th. Ray with the play-by-play. The Revs and Blue Crabs tied at 2.
I'm here with Kevin Smith from Smith Wealth Advisory Group of Janney Montgomery Scott, who was recently named by Forbes and the Financial Times as one of the best financial advisors not only in the state, but also in the country. Kevin, explain the meaning of your group's tagline, a wealth of knowledge about wealth.
We've built our reputation as one of the premier wealth advisors in the country for many reasons, not the least of which is our vast expertise about wealth in all its meanings and forms. Although traditionally wealth is viewed in a monetary context with all the challenges that entails, which we're fully equipped to address, true wealth has little to do with money. To me, being wealthy is more a state of mind centered upon happiness and contentment. It's memories and experiences with friends, family, and those you love. It's finding meaning and purpose, pursuing passions, chasing dreams, and embracing life for all it has to offer. That's the type of wealth our clients long for and that we help them achieve.
You've noted that your group is guided by a quote by Henry David Thoreau, wealth is the ability to fully experience life. Tell me more about that.
It's so true. Being wealthy is really about experiencing the richness of life itself. When you think about it, it's not ultimately money that matters, but what money can do. We help our clients educate their children and grandchildren so that they can have promising futures. We help them retire comfortably, support worthwhile causes, and endow meaningful legacies. We help them age with dignity, and so much more.
For all your financial planning, investment, and wealth management needs, contact Smith Wealth Advisory Group at 779-2769 or at smithwealthadvisory.com. Smith Wealth Advisory Group, helping you fully experience life. Janney Montgomery Scott LLC, member NYSE, FINRA, and SIPC.
Take us on the go with the new WOYK app. Download on the Apple and Google Play stores today. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Pleasant good evening to you as we enter the fourth inning here at PeoplesBank Park. Ray Jensen here with you on the play-by-play for the next 3 innings. It's a tie ball game at 2-2 here at the bank as the York Revolution and Southern Maryland Blue Crabs getting together for the first of a 3-game series here Tuesday through Thursday, and then playing 4 games in 3 days this upcoming weekend at their place at Regency Furniture Stadium. With their game 1 of what will be 7 straight between these two clubs tonight, tied at 2. As we enter the fourth. 2 runs, 3 hits, and an error for both clubs as Eduardo Rivera on the mound for York. Another pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. And he will face Zach Collier to lead off the fourth for the Blue Crabs. Be Collier, Crosby, McAdams. Due up for Southern Maryland here in the 4th inning. First pitch from Rivera to Collier. Tad inside him, a little high for ball 1. 1-0 the count to start. Collier, who reached on a leadoff double back in the second off of Alex Sanabia, but then was later thrown out trying to steal third base. The 1-0 is inside. Actually catches the inside part of the plate and glanced off the glove of Castro for a strike. 1-1 the count on Collier, who in his last 6 games on this road trip for Southern Maryland has 2 home runs, has scored 10 times himself, has a 1392 OPS. The 1-1. That drops in a strike off of Rivera's hand. That it's 1 balls, 2 strikes. Rivera now ahead of Zach Collier. 9th appearance on the mound for Rivera this season as he delivers the 1-2. Swung on by Collier and smacked foul first base side near the first base camera well. We'll do it once more to 1-2 count. Last saw Rivera on Sunday against the Lexington Legends. Pitched an inning and a third. Allowed 1 hit, no runs, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts, and had a memorable line drive catch right on the mound. As he lifts overhead and fires the 1-2. Swung on by Collier at the same spot. And look out near the Revs bullpen as it glances off the wall, and then a high carom as they all duck and cover. And then it'll drop safely into right field. Still a foul ball, 1-2 the count. On a line drive, hitting the 6th off of Fornacci's bat, snagged behind Rivera's back as the 1-2. Upstairs and away for ball 2. It's 2-2 now on Collier. Rivera didn't even look at it. The no-look behind the back snag below the waist. Snagged the ball out of the air with style off Fornacci's bat, did Rivera. As Eduardo, the 2-2. That tracks inside, and Collier has to move a leg back to avoid contact, and it's now a full count for Zach Collier. Collier in his 12th season of professional baseball, his first at the Blue Crabs, also his 3rd in the Atlantic League. He was the 3rd round selection by the Blue Crabs in the Bees dispersal draft in 19 as the 3-2 just gets a piece and fouls it off right at the plate. It will remain a full count once more for Collier. Payoff pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Rivera gets Collier to strike out for out number 1 here in the 4th. And Rivera has been doing a lot of that as of late. Ended his 6th inning We have a strikeout of DJ Peterson. We also got a strikeout earlier on of Darlin De La Rosa to finish with 2 on the afternoon back on Sunday. Now back-to-back strikeouts for him through 2 games. Now it's Alex Crosby's second turn at the plate, 0 for 1 with a fly ball to left field. First pitch, swung on and missed, and a pitch that tracked inside on the lefty for strike 1, 0-1. First-year Atlantic League player and Blue Crab steps back in, open stance on the left side. The righty Rivera lifts and deals the 0-1. Crosby showed bunt, pulled back, takes a pitch a little low for ball 1. It's 1 ball and a strike for Alex Crosby, the DH tonight. Spent his first 6 seasons of professional ball in the American Association as the 1-1. Missed a little low, ball 2, and it's 2 balls and a strike on Crosby. Longtime Gary South Shore Railcat is Crosby. Rivera is set, now deals the 2-1. Swung on by Crosby, and a bouncer to second base, fielded by Espinal, a couple hots, and he slips and falls onto his stomach, and a play cannot be had. Was tracking into the infield grass, or into the shallow outfield grass, I should say. Was lined up with would be a typical 4-3, but took a tumble, and he's all right as he guys already back up to his feet and in his normal position. The infield hit for Alex Crosby. It's on at first if 1 out. Now Josh McAdams, who'd already did the decent thing and gave everybody mod sticks in the crowd tonight as he was the Rudders' K-man. Got him early. Sanabia struck him out looking to end the second. And Rivera leading in for signs, but McAdams backs out of the batter's boxes. Rivera gets set once again of Castro. On the same page, now glove near the ear of Rivera. Turns and fires the first pitch, missing the dirt and glances off of Castro to his right, and advancing a base will be Alex Crosby. A wild pitch advances Crosby to scoring position with 1 out here in the 4th, tied at 2. Blue Crabs now with 4 hits following the infield single from Alex Crosby. Looking to take the lead for the first time in this game after York scored twice in their first inning at the plate. And the Blue Crabs responded with 2 of their own in the 3rd, 1 unearned against Rodriguez. Back is McAdams at the even stance on the right side. Rivera at the lean in, now he's set. Foot on the rubber, looks back to the second, now fires the next pitch. Catches the outside edge for a strike, and it's 1-1 now on McAdams. McAdams, a 7-year pro. Second season here in Southern Maryland, drafted by the Indians in the 7th round of the 2012 draft out of Calhoun High School in Calhoun, Georgia. Rivera set once more. Here's the 1-1. That drops in for strike 2, and breaking ball, and it's 1-2. Now the count for McAdams. McAdams coming into the night batting just 195. 2 doubles, 2 home runs, 15 hits total with 7 batted in. Fair the 1-2. Swung on and missed, strike 3. McAdams down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight and for the 2nd out here in the 4th. Was caught looking by Sanabia in the 2nd, now swinging against Rivera in the 4th. And 2 out, 1 on for the Blue Crabs here in the 4th, and their last hope is Joe DeLuca, the catcher. DeLuca grounding out to first base with the pitcher covering Rodriguez in the 3rd. DeLuca, the switch hitter, batting from the left side against the righty Rivera. Rivera looked to second, now lifts his left leg and fires the first pitch. Misses away for ball, 1-0. The 1-0. That misses away again, this time ball 2. It's 2 balls, no strikes on DeLuca. Last season, Joe DeLuca playing in the All-American Baseball Challenge, the Jersey Wise Guys. The pop-up leagues around the area. 2-0. That drops in for a strike, and now 2 balls and a strike on the catcher DeLuca, who in his last 6 during this heated up road trip for the Blue Crabs, 4 doubles and 7 batted in. Blue Crabs offense has been really terrific in their last 6, 5-1. 53 runs scored total on the road trip thus far. They have had 2 comebacks when they trailed by 4 or more runs. 2-1 count to DeLuca. Next pitch. This in the dirt, but quickly snagged by Castro. It's ball 3, 3 balls and a strike on DeLuca. DeLuca, when they started their road trip on June 15th against Gastonia, had just 5 RBI. But in that big 3-game series sweep against the Honey Hunters, he collected 7 alone in that series. So all it really takes is just 1 hot streak to get you back in it. It's the 3-1. That's a called strike on the outer half. And the lefty DeLuca, who was about to ditch the equipment and head to first, but not so fast, says Buzz Albert calling balls and strikes tonight. And it's full count for DeLuca. 3-2 the count, 2 outs here in the 4th. Runner in scoring position, though, for the Blue Crabs at second of Alex Crosby following an infield hit and a wild pitch. Rivera leaned in for signs, now set. And the payoff pitch. And the called strike 3. It's another strikeout for Rivera. He strikes out the side here in the top of the 4th and keeps the Blue Crabs off the board. To the bottom of the 4th we go here at PeoplesBank Park, still tied at 2 apiece.
Since 1934, PSECU has given Pennsylvanians financial opportunities to live a better life. We are a credit union who offers valuable free and low-fee financial products, broad lending options, and outstanding money management for financing life. At PSECU, we are proud of who we are and committed to who we serve because our Pennsylvania roots run deep. We are banking on a difference. Visit PSECU.com to join us. This credit union is federally insured by the National Credit Union Administration. Equal Opportunity Lender.
Hey Revs fans, now's your chance to win big with the Revs and Shipley Energy. This season, during every home game at PeoplesBank Park, it's the all-new Shipley Energy Grand Slam inning. Each game, 1 inning will be designated, and 1 name will be selected as the contestant. If the Revs hit a Grand Slam that inning, you could win $5,000. To enter, stop by Fan Services and fill out your form, or enter via the York Revolution app or YorkRevolution.com. Sign up today and win big with the Revs and Shipley Energy this season.
Belle, the Beast, and the enchanted world of Disney's Beauty and the Beast. Playing at the Dutch Apple Dinner Theater June 3rd through July 31st.
There goes the baker with his tray.
It's the classic tale you love when Belle meets the Beast. A young prince trapped under a spell with time running out for the curse to be broken. A show for the entire family. Call Dutch Apple Dinner Theater today at 717-898-1900 or visit DutchApple.com.
Listen live, on demand, and on the go. Download the new WOYK app on the Apple and Google Play stores today.
Bottom of the 4th here at PeoplesBank Park. Tied at 2 apiece. Eduardo Rivera striking out the side in the top of the 4th keeps Southern Maryland off the board. Meanwhile, pinch hitter start off the Revs 4th inning as the first pitch from Daryl Thompson to Austin Nicely is in for a strike. It's 0-1 the count to start. Nicely pinch hitting in the pitcher's spot, but he himself is a pitcher. So the 0-1 swung on by Nicely and a drive to right center field, and that will drop for a hit. Austin Nicely with his first hit in a Revs uniform. Almost got it in the road trip at Gastonia, but this one is true. And the Revs have a base runner to lead off the 4th. Did play infield and pitched in high school. Played first base and started on the mound as well at Spotswood High School. So Austin Nicely, his first pinch hit as a Rev, goes to first base. Shot the right center part. Now JC Encarnacion, fresh off a 2-run base hit of his own back in the 1st. That's in there for a strike. It's 0-1 the count to start JC. Encarnacion ready if a slightly open stance from the right side. The right-hander Thompson deals the 0-1. That drops the low, a little too low for ball 1. 1-1 the count. Now for Encarnacion. Series against the Legends, went 3 for 12 with a triple, 2 runs batted in and a run scored himself. 6 for 21 on the homestand entering Tuesday. The 1-1. Missed away, ball 2, and it's 2 balls and a strike on Encarnacion. Signed JC back on June 16th, just under a week ago. Thompson set just in front of the chest. Now the 2-1. That drops the... Actually got the bottom half of the strike zone, pardon me, for strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Encarnacion already back in after the called strike 2. 2-2 count, nicely on at first following his base hit to right center. 2-2. That just misses slightly above and away for ball 3, and it's a full count for Encarnacion. Veteran Thompson set, the payoff pitch swung by Encarnacion, a high bouncer to second, fielded by Blackstone, turned to the shortstop covering second in time. The throw to first cannot be picked by Pisano. It gets away from him and over his head. And lugging it out safely is Encarnacion, but they get the force out at second. With nicely for out number 1, and Encarnacion beats the throw to first. Throw was a little awry as it went away from Pisano and kind of did a high hop unexpectedly on the first baseman. Just an exchange of runners as Encarnacion on safely at first, but 1 out, getting nicely out at second on the fielder's choice to win 4-6. Still a runner at first, but 1 out for Jack Kenley. Struck out swinging to end the first inning. Lefty against righty matchup again, Kenley facing Thompson. Thompson set, going to the pitch is Encarnacion, cannot be dug out by the catcher DeLuca for even a throw, and sliding in safely for stolen base is Encarnacion. Stolen base for Encarnacion, who stands at second. Now with 1 out, 1-0 the count. The first pitch was low to Jack Kenley. Thompson set. Quick look to the tall Encarnacion with his lead at second base. Now the 1-0. Swung on by Kenley, fouled off towards the first base side. It's 1-1 the count for Kenley. It's the first stolen base for Encarnacion. Thompson at the long lead in for signs. Now he's set on the rubber. Quick lift in the 1-2. Swung on and missed for strike 2. It's 1-2 the count now for Kenley. Kenley his last time out, going 2 for 2 with a double and a run scored. 2 for 3 overall in the series against Lexington. He's 3 for 9 on this homestand since he was signed near the beginning of it on June 12th. Thompson looked to second, now the 1-2. Swung on by Kenley, ground ball to second, scooped up by Blackstone. Sidearm throw to first, in time to retire Kenley for out number 2, but it does move the runner over in Encarnacion, who moves over to third base, now just 90 feet away from the plate. So the go-ahead run for the Revolution on at third of Encarnacion. Now 2 outs on the board in the 4th, and it's up to John Sansone to try to drive JC in. Sansone 0 for 1 of a pop out to the first baseman Pisano in foul territory for the first out back in the second. Thompson in the ball of his side, hanging with his right arm, now in the glove. First pitch to Sansone, swung on, and Sansone fouls it off towards the netting to start the count 0-1. John Sansone in his first Revs start on Sunday, 1 for 4 for an RBI. It's the 0-1 from Thompson. Swung on by Sansone, fouled off the netting again to move the count 0-2. Saw him first on Saturday when he pinch ran, and he later scored the winning run with the walk-off. At that point on Saturday, 2 of the last 3 wins have been walk-off wins. Revs with some exciting victories here in this homestand is now the 0-2 from Thompson. Just getting a piece is Sansone as he gets Off just the tip of the bat and fouls it off towards the backstop, and it's now 0-2 still for John Sansone. Sansone at the plate, Tyler Hill on deck. Ball game tied at 2. The go-ahead run, though, 90 feet away at third base, and J.C. Encarnacion. Next pitch. Takes it a tad high. Good eye from Sansone. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. For him in his very first Revs at bat, saw him go 10 pitches against the starter that day, and Liam O'Sullivan. Now the 1-2. Swung on and foul tipped in the glove of DeLuca, and Sansone down on strikes for the final out here in the 4th. So Encarnacion stranded at third, and the Revs are kicked off the board for the 3rd straight inning. First inning, their only inning this far, they have scored runs. 2-4 here at PeoplesBank Park. It's still 2-2 between the Blue Crabs and Revs.
Pennsylvanians are creating their own soundtrack. Thanks to PA Lottery Scratch-Offs, excitement's back. Pennies, nickels, dimes, or quarters, no matter your choice, scratching's always in order. With big top prizes and second chance drawings, thrills await. They're out there calling if it's excitement you seek and you're looking for action, play the PA Lottery. And keep on scratching. Must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day.
The York County Solid Waste Authority turns up the heat every day. On your garbage, that is. Advanced waste-to-energy technology is used to burn garbage at 1,800 degrees Fahrenheit in environmentally controlled combustion units. This reduces air emissions and produces electricity, enough to power 20,000 homes every minute of every day. Visit www.ycswa.com to learn more. In York County, garbage is power.
Shadowfax is committed to helping people with intellectual disabilities live an everyday life in their home and community. Currently, Shadowfax is seeking applicants of a passion for making a difference, one person at a time. Open positions include Residential Direct Support Professional, LPN, Day Services Community Participation Support, Residential Scheduler, Training Manager, and more. Shadowfax offers comprehensive benefits packages and a $1,000 sign-on bonus for most positions if hired before August 1st. For a full list of open positions and pay rates, visit shadowfax.org. Shadowfax, building relationships, creating possibilities. Shadowfax is an equal opportunity employer.
New FM signal, new website. Get features, live broadcasts, and on-demand game broadcasts and shows online at 989WOYK.com.
Top of the 5th here at PeoplesBank Park. Ray Jensen back with you. It's a 2-2 ball game still between the Blue Crabs and the Revs. York is able to get the go-ahead run just 90 feet away at third base, but was stranded there as Darryl Thompson able to work out the situation. New pitcher on the mound for York, and another Maple Donuts called to the bullpen. Another pitching change as Eddie Paredes is now on the mound for York. Eduardo Rivera, a scoreless 4th inning, allowing just a hit, and he struck out the side in his 4th inning, so 3 more strikeouts for Rivera. Let's see what Eddie Paredes can do against Michael Baca, Matt Hibbert, and Kent Blackstone, the 9, 1, and 2 hitters of the Blue Crabs order. First time we've seen Paredes since the Long Island series back on June 13th, when she pitched a 3rd of an inning. Baca over 1 of a strikeout. Second out back in the 3rd against Rodriguez. Lefty Paredes, first pitch. A little wild up and away for ball 1. It's 1-0 the count to start Baca. Baca close to the plate from the right side. Slightly even stance as Paredes ready at the waist. Lifts his right leg and deals the next pitch. Swung on by Baca, just gets a piece of it, trickles it foul towards the Revs dugout. It's down a ball and a strike on the Blue Crabs shortstop. In his last 6, he's batted in 7 for his first 7 RBIs in the year in these past 6 games, and a 13-12 OPS. He has 5 extra base hits, 3 doubles, 2 home runs. Paredes is set again in the 1-1. Swung on by Baca and a bouncer right back to Paredes on the mound. Has it on a hop, casual throw over to first. Easy peasy to get Baca out, number 1. 1-3 on the putout. Now it's back to the top of the order for a 3rd time tonight, and Matt Hibbert at the plate for a 3rd time. yet to get anything to swing at, as he's walked in the first and then was hit by a pitch in the third and later scored one of the 2 runs for Southern Maryland in that frame. So he's got on twice without the bat. Now the first lefty he will face tonight, as the first 3 pitchers for the Revs were all righties in Sanabria, Rodriguez, and Rivera. Paredes set. First pitch. This is away for a ball, and it's 1-0 the count. Paredes' relief appearance for him, number 137. 5th in relief appearances overall. 6th in total appearances. Also, career ERA of 3, and has 9 relief wins in a Revs uniform. It's the 1-0. That just misses outside for ball 2, and it's 2 balls, no strikes on Hibbert. Paredes readjusts on the rubber as Hibbert does the same at the plate. And now everybody's on the same page. Paredes has his stance. Lifts the right leg and now fires. Misses a tad low for another ball. Now 3 balls, no strikes on Hibbert. He's already walked once tonight. Hibbert, fresh Blue Crab, as he was signed back on June 15th. It's his 10th pro season. Second in the Atlantic League, first in the Blue Crabs, of course, former Road Warrior. The 3-0. That's called strike, and it's now 3-1 on Hibbert. Hibbert has 2 uncles in his family that both played in the National Football League. Terrence Porter, who appeared in games for the Chicago Bears, and Robert Porter, who played for the New York Giants. And another uncle drafted by the Royals as well, Stephen Porter. The extended Porter and Hibbert family full of athletes. It's a 3-1. Swung on by Hibbert and fouled off third base side right in front of the Blue Crabs dugout, and the count moves full. And of course, with football running in the family, Hibbert did play football in high school in Chandler, Arizona, Basha High School. He was a 3-sport athlete, in fact. He was all-region in baseball, all-state in football. Preferred position on the gridiron was wide receiver. Scored 5 touchdowns of 30 catches for 640 yards as a senior. It's a payoff pitch. Swung on, and Hibbert just gets a piece of it, fouling it off right at the plate to stay alive. And see another pitch from Paredes to remain a full count. The 6th pitch that Paredes had thrown in that foul right at the plate. Tie ball game at 2 apiece between the Blue Crabs and the Revs. One of 3 Atlantic League contests going on tonight, as Long Island hosting Gastonia has been postponed due to rain. Probably getting the tail end of what we got earlier today. There's a huge system moved through the Northeast to lower the temperature drastically since the past 2 days. Hibbert would get some time out the batter's box. Something was in his eyesight. Now back in to inherit the full count. Paredes set, lowers the shoulders. Now the payoff pitch. Call! Strike 3. He got him. Strikeout for Paredes, catches Hibbert looking for out number 2 here in the 5th. 2 up, 2 down, and Kent Blackstone will try to keep the frame alive for Southern Maryland. 1 for 2. The infield hit, in fact, in the 3rd, and a run scored off a Revs error. Grounded out for the first out in the 1st inning. Blackstone ready for the first pitch from Paredes. He obliges. That first offer misses low and away on the lefty Blackstone for ball 1, 1 of the count. Lefty on lefty matchup here with Blackstone at the plate. Back in 2019 was Blackstone's first season in Southern Maryland. Wasn't really an everyday starter to start the year. He didn't do that role until the last few days of the May season. 1-0. Swung on and lifted first base side, but foul. Moves the count to a ball and a strike. Prior to his everyday featured in the late of May, he was used more in a pinch running role for Southern Maryland. And just his 2nd start in a Blue Crabs uniform back in that year, he was 2 for 4 of 3 runs batted in, a home run, and a double and a 6-5 win for Southern Maryland, so made an early impression. 1-1. This is low and glances off the dirt and maybe a bit of Castro's glove, in fact, for ball 2. 2 balls and a strike now for Blackstone. Blackstone, not known for his power last season, hit just 4 homers in 116 games for the Blue Crabs, but here in 2021, he hit 3 homers in just his first 6 games. So quickly upping the power production. Paredes, the 2-1. Swung on by Blackstone, and he's popped up. The infield playable. Espinal from second coming in, calling everyone off. He will put it away, and that will retire the side. 1-2-3, 5th inning for Edward Paredes, and he keeps the Blue Crabs off the board for a second straight inning. Heading to the bottom of the 5th at PeoplesBank Park, we're still tied at 2 apiece.
Suffering from chronic pain, anxiety, or insomnia? CBD Supply MD York has the solution for you. Natural alternatives to pain relief while combating high prescription prices and deductibles. Our products are high quality, organic, and third-party tested. Family owned and operated, CBD Supply MD York is community and family oriented and the most trusted source and supplier of the highest quality Delta 8 and CBD products, including oils, ointments, vapes, gummies, and pet treats. Call us at 817-1097. That's 817-1097. Or stop in and see us at 3923 East Market Street in York. CBD Supply MD York. Your quality CBD supply in York. Get ready to crush your goals. Join Crunch Fitness now for $1 and memberships starting at $10.99 a month. At Crunch, you get more of what you want. You can run, you can lift, you can train, you can jump, squat, lunge, dance, and hit it with us. And at Crunch, an obsession with so fresh and so clean means you can feel confident getting a safe workout. Join Crunch today and get 1 month free. Use code RADIO to claim your free month at crunch.com. That's the code RADIO at checkout to get 1 free month at crunch.com.
Come see why Jack GM Volvo has been York County's trusted new and used car dealer for over 50 years. In need of service for your vehicle? Get a free PA state inspection when you mention promo code Revs Baseball. 9 brands and 4 convenient locations. For more information and details, visit gmvolvo.com.
Listen live, on demand, and on the go. Download the new WOYK app on the Apple and Google Play stores today.
Home half of the 5th here at PeoplesBank Park. Ray Jensen back with you. The 2-2 ball game still between the Blue Crabs and the Revs. York has not scored since their first inning when they scored twice on 3 hits. Southern Maryland, they scored their only 2 runs back in the 3rd. Due up for York here in the 5th against Daryl Thompson. It will be the first baseman, Tyler Hill, followed by the second baseman, Walner Espinal, and then Darian Sanford, the center fielder, the 8-9-1 hitters of the order. First pitch from Thompson to Hill. Drops in for a strike to start Hill 0-1. If you're just joining us, Alex Sanabia started the game, went 2 scoreless innings, and then exited with an injury of some sort, but the reports are it is not serious. It's the 0-1. Swung on and missed by Hill for strike 2, and now quickly down to Thompson 0-2. It's been bullpen ever since the 3rd of Alberto Rodriguez, allowing just 1 unearned run. Next pitch, swung on by Hill, and a fly ball to right field, going back on his horse toward the wall. That will be Harris, and it drops in front of him for a hit. Hill's going to go for extra bases. Now he's first heading towards second, past there as well, and he will get the third base, sliding feet first, and he is safe, is the call. Was waiting for the signal from Scott Hardy, just lifted the hands up as Hill is quite the stride. So he went over to third base. I don't think I've ever seen Hill run full bore like that. As Daryl Henry mentioned earlier, there is just a refinement to everything he does. He might be the most interesting catcher in the world at this point, despite what Castro's been doing at the plate as well. So he's on safely to lead off the inning. A triple, his first of the year. First pitch now to new batter Walner Espinal. This is away for ball. It's 1-0 the count to Espinal. So I was saying before we were in awe of that Hill triple. 2 runs total allowed by Rodriguez, 1 unearned, and then a scoreless 4th by Eduardo Rivera, and the same from Eddie Paredes in the 5th. The 1-0, swung on by Espinal, popped up, tracking towards right field, coming in Harris, as well as Blackstone. They'll give it a look, but it will fall foul. 1-1. The count on Espinal is 0 for 1 if he fly out to Harris in right field. Espinal 2 for 15 coming into tonight, but one of those, the walk-off home run over the arch nemesis in his first appearances as a Rev. For win number 500, in fact, at PeoplesBank Park. Joined an exclusive club as Nick Ferdinand was the only other Rev to hit a walk-off home run in their first start with York. As the 1-1 to Espinal, swung on and popped up again, foul territory, now more towards the Revs dugout. Pisano and DeLuca giving it a look, but it will fall harmlessly towards the stands. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Espinal spending his first 3 years of professional ball in the Marlins organization. Dominican Summer League in 2017, Gulf Coast League in 18-19. Did not stay idle in 2020 as he played in the City of Champions Cup for Joliet last summer as the 1-2 fouled off by Espinal. He just gets a piece and it trickles towards Sandy De Leon on the first base coach's box. Little shimmy on that ground ball as he heads it over to the dugout. Talk about another guy who just has a sense of style in everything he does. Sandy fits that bill as well. Tyler Hill leadoff triple. He stands at third with it. No one out here in the 5th. 1-2 to count to Espinal at the plate. Thompson, quick lift and the fire. 1-2 and a breaking ball. Espinal swings and misses at it for strike 3 and out number 1. It's a 3rd strikeout for Daryl Thompson tonight. Gets Espinal there for out number 1 here in the 5th. Now we're back to the top of the order with Darian Sanford. Sanford 0 for 2 for pop out and line out. First pitch from Thompson to Sanford. Swings at it and he's popped straight up. Ditching the mask is DeLuca and he will claim it just behind home plate. For out number 2, they get Sanford on the first pitch. So following the leadoff triple from Tyler Hill, it's been quickly 2 up, 2 down for Thompson. And the last chance for the Revs to keep the bottom of the 5th alive will be Jan Sanchez. Sanchez, though, 0 for 2. He's hit the ball hard, but unfortunately has not been able to avoid the gloves of the Blue Crabs in the field. Line 1 right to Baca back in the 1st, and then did the same to Hibbert in the 3rd out in left field. Let's see if he can find grass this time. First pitch. Up and in on Sanchez, and it's 1-0 to count to start Jan. Jan hit over 500 through his first 8 games as a Rev. He has hit safely in all 10 he's been featured in this season. 1-0. Dips away from Sanchez for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Good eye from Jan. His current 10-game streak is the 3rd longest in the league this season and is the 2nd longest active. Thompson leans in, is ready. Near the ear, now lowers slightly towards the chest. The 2-0. That drops in for strike 1. It's 2-1 the count on Sanchez. We've been used to some lengthy hitting streaks this year as we were blessed with Nelly Rodriguez's 14-game hitting streak before he departed for the Mexican League and also became a dad shortly after his York departure. The 2-1. Swung on and missed by Sanchez for strike 2, now evened up at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, a runner on at 3rd. The go-ahead run at 3rd once again for York. J.C. Encarnacion reached 3rd base after a fielder's choice. He stole 2nd, and then another ground out got him to 3rd, but he was stranded there in the 4th. Now 1 strike away from the Revs doing the same to Hill here in the 5th. Next pitch. This is low for ball 3, and it's 3 balls, 2 strikes. Sanchez knew it was a ball before it even touched the glove of DeLuca, I think, as lowered the bat just before. Now full count for Sanchez, who steps back in. Thompson, glove in the bare right hand, has the signs. Now he'll step off for a tad to get a better footing. Now he takes his stance. Sanchez a couple swings around in front of the bat. Now he's ready above the helmet. Now the payoff pitch. Swung on by Sanchez. Foul. First base side will do it once more to full count. So as I mentioned earlier, an Atlantic League update brought to you by Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care. Long Island, Gastonia postponed. Lexington hosting Lancaster. Legends up 2-1 over the Barnstormers in the middle of the third. Bottom of the sixth, West Virginia hosting High Point, 4-1 Rockers. 2-2 here at PeoplesBank Park as the payoff pitch. Swung on by Sanchez, ground ball to short. Picked up by Baca. Sanchez hustling the first base, but they beat him by a couple of steps as the throw was completed in time. So leadoff triple from Tyler Hill, but nothing else for York in the fifth. And through 5 here at PeoplesBank Park, it's still a 2-2 tie between Southern Maryland and York. Back at the sixth and more after this on the Revs Radio Network.
Hey, psst. Yeah, you. You want to buy some low-priced groceries? Just follow me into this well-lit Lidl grocery store. Here at Lidl, we buy in bulk and cut down on costs wherever possible. Then we pass the savings on to you. Trust me, everything's done totally legit and above board. Nothing to be worried about. Yep, Lidl's pretty great. It's just your run-of-the-mill grocery store, except with way lower prices. Lidl. Suspiciously low-priced groceries.
Planting a tree, putting in a mailbox, whatever your project, Columbia Gas reminds you to be safe and call 811 before you dig and know what's below. Safe digging is no accident. Call 811 at least 3 business days before you start your digging project, and your utility companies will come out to mark any underground lines near your work area. Calling 811 is free for Pennsylvania homeowners, and it's the law. For more information, visit ColumbiaGasPA.com.
Facing a legal issue can be a frightening time. What's my course of action? How do I know who to call? Fortunately, the York County Bar Association makes it easy. Now, you only need to make one call to find the right lawyer for you. Call the York County Bar Association and let us help you find the right lawyer with our Attorney Connection Lawyer Referral Service. Just call 854-8755 or visit yorkbar.com. Don't hesitate in getting the help you need. Contact the York County Bar Association and let us help you find the right attorney at the right time.
Listen live and on demand with the new WOYK app and online at 989WOYK.com.
On to the sixth we go here at PeoplesBank Park. Ray Jensen back with you alongside Daryl Henry. It's a 2-2 ball game between the Revs and Blue Crabs. Totals thus far, York with 2 runs on 5 hits, have an error in the field. Blue Crabs and have an error themselves. They've scored 2 times on 4 hits. Another Revs pitcher, new one in fact on the mound, and another Maple Donuts pitching change. Bubby Rossman has checked in to pitch the 6th. Rodriguez, Rivera, Paredes combining for just 1 earned run. Rodriguez gave up 2 total, but 1 was unearned. Ario Pisano will lead off things for the Blue Crabs, followed by David Harris and Zach Collier, 3, 4, and 5 hitters of their order. Daryl has his Mountain Dew ready for the 6th. Hope it was refreshing. Lefty Pisano ready to face the righty Rossman. Goes with shoulders in the first pitch. That's called strike to start Pisano 0-1. Bubby making his 9th appearance on the mound for York, 0-2 record with a 5.40 ERA. Last saw him on the Saturday game against Lexington. Pitched the scoreless inning with a walk and a strikeout. Rossman set with his back almost fully turned towards the plate, more a quarter turn as the 0-1. Dips inside, a little low as well for ball 1, 1-1 count. For Pisano, who is 1 for 2 with an RBI base hit back in the 3rd, and a strikeout looking against Sanabia back in the 1st for out number 2. Pisano open stance on the left side, bat on the shoulder, now raises it above the helmet as Rossman is set on the rubber. Lifts the leg in the 1-1. Missing the dirt. For ball 2, it's 2 balls and a strike on Pisano.
Ray spent the entire 4th and 5th innings eating brownies for dinner.
Oh boy, you're all in a sugar rush right now.
Some big ones tonight.
We had, I guess, I don't know what to describe them as, like meatballs or...
Well, the brownies were bigger than the main course.
I mean, I enjoyed it. Like, you and I have different tastes, of course. 2-1 the count, meanwhile, for Pisano at the plate. Base is empty, no one out. Rossman the pitch. 2-1, foul off by Pisano towards the netting. We'll move the count to 2 balls and 2 strikes for the former Somerset Patriot. Just 13 games for the Patriots back in 2019, 200 average with 9 hits, a couple doubles and a triple. Spent 2020 in the American Association playing for both Winnipeg and Fargo-Moorhead. Into the count for Pisano as Bubby is set. Lifts into 2-2. Swung on by Pisano and lifts the shot to right center field on his horse towards the warning track is Sanford, short of the wall, and he snags it! Just short of the big boards out there for out number 1.
Well, he's making these look routine, Ray. Had one of those in the 9th inning Sunday for the second out. Made it look easy. It's not. And if you run up against those LED boards with your hands against them, it doesn't feel too good. So you've got to be able to catch it, slow yourself down, brace yourself. He can get to balls that others can't. There's no doubt about it.
He has the speed to do so. That is an absolute certainty. So a hustling flyout claimed by Sanford. Route number 1, and now David Harris at the plate for a third time. 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. First pitch. Dips away for ball 1. It's 1 of the count on Harris. And Harris says, don't let the average coming tonight fool you with a 171 average. Since he's moved up a couple of spots for the Blue Crab to their cleanup spot, he's been a big part of their order. Rossman turns the 1-0. Swung on and missed by Harris. Almost swung around 360 as he swings and misses at the 1-0 offering for a strike. It's 1-1 the count. Florida native is at 3 home runs, driving in 7 runs and drawing 5 walks. He's been a big part of a couple come-from-behind wins for Southern Maryland on the 18th and 20th of this month, respectively. Kept a crucial win streak alive to move Southern Maryland's win streak at the time to 4 on June 18th as he had a monstrous 3-run home run in the top of the 9th for a 9 Southern Blue Crabs lead. Also helped out as they were trailing 10-5 on the June 20th game in the 5th as well. 1-1. Swung on by Harris and a fly ball to right field. Going back towards the wall is Encarnacion. He'll play it off the walls at Karam's just below the party tents. And he'll hold Harris to a 1-out single. Hard hit, but with the Karam off the wall and the nice play from Encarnacion and the throw back towards the infield, they keep Harris to just a hit, his 13th hit of the year. Just a single base for him as he stands at first with it. And now Zach Collier at the plate for a third time. He does have an extra base hit as he led off the second with a double, his 5th of the year. He was thrown out by Carlos Castro as he tried to steal third base, and Castro connected on a laser throw to Sansone, getting to the third base bag in time.
Yeah, Karam playing right was perfect. And what you say earlier today, he's played like 2,000 career innings at third and 100 in the outfield.
And that was including the innings he had already played with York this year in the outfield, which is already about 47 coming into Tuesday. Now the first pitch to Collier from Rossman. Dips low for ball 1. It's 1 of the count. We would love to eventually see Encarnacion play his more natural position in the infield, but he really hasn't played a shabby of an outfield. He's been pretty good.
Yeah.
Saw him come in for the first time in a Revs uniform in right field after Melky Mesa tweaked his hamstring a little bit a couple nights ago. And he's been playing left over the weekend against Lexington. Meanwhile, set up for the 1-0. It's Rossman, readies, now the pitch. A little low for ball 2, and it's 2 balls, no strikes on Zach Collier. We've seen Encarnacion in left, and he's had some nice leads on balls and able to use his long frame. He stands at 6'3", and I think like 60% of that is leg.
Yeah. Gazelle.
That's exactly how Mace described him out there. The 2-0. And misses again, a little low and maybe a tad outside for ball 3. And it's 3 balls, no strikes on Collier.
Nobody goes home to third like Tyler Hill, though.
No. I tried not to blow up Tyler's spot and not bust out laughing because I had never seen him run full bore like that. looks like he was trying to go into a different dimension. He was running so fast.
He almost got there.
Yeah, he almost got there. Legged out a triple, his first of the year last inning. 3-0. That misses a tad high for ball 4, and it's a 4-pitch walk to Zach Collier. He'll head to first. David Harris moves over to second. So runners at first and second with 1 out here for the Blue Crabs in the top of the 6th. And they'll bring up Alex Crosby, the DH today. 1 for 2 as he flew out to left for the first out in the 2nd. Got an infield hit in the 4th and reached second on a wild pitch later in the frame. But was stranded there, but this is not a guy you want to dance around with. Came into the day batting .289 with 13 hits, 3 doubles. It's 10 for 24 in this road trip coming into play on this Tuesday. Meanwhile, Bubby Rossman going over things of Carlos Castro, getting on the same page in a crucial spot as the go-ahead run for the Blue Crabs at second base of David Harris. It's a 2-2 tie here at the bank between the Blue Crabs and Revolution. Look at the totals, and they're a mirror match of each other. 2 runs, 5 hits, 1 error for both clubs thus far. Now Crosby ready to face Rossman for the first time. Rossman leaned in for sides, now set, the glove turned away. And the first pitch. This is away and glances off the glove of Castro to the left towards the backstop, and everyone's going to move over a base on a wild pitch. Be the second wild pitch from Revs pitching this evening. And actually, pardon me, it will be a pass ball. My mistake. So take that back. Pass ball. That's the first one from the Revs today. Moves everyone over a base now, both runners in scoring position. David Harris moves to third, and Zach Collier now at second. Still 1 out on the board. The 1-0 count to start Crosby. Waves the black bat, now ready as he waves it just behind the helmet. Rossman has his stance. Turns a little more and fires the 1-0. That's in there for a strike. Topping off at 94 off the hand from Rossman. It's 1-1 the count for Crosby. Crosby playing as a DH today, but a corner infielder and can play some outfield when needed. Rossman is ready. Now the 1-1. Dips inside and snagged by Castro to his right for ball 2. It's 2 balls, 1 strike. The count for Crosby. I'm told Stan Clyburn's a big fan of the California native. Crosby back in 2016-17 seasons in the American Association combined for a .291 batting average. Now the 2-1 from Rossman, swung on by Crosby, tracking towards right field. That will drop in front of Encarnacion for a hit, and it's going to score a couple runs. Already home is Harris, hustling home and sliding hands first is Collier, and he will be safe and beats the throw as Castro tried to get a sweeping tag, but could not get there. And the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs have taken a 2-run lead off the bat of Alex Crosby, a 2-run single to right. Scores Harris, scores Collier, and the Blue Crabs in front by 2. Didn't hit off Rossman hard. Crosby able to get just enough of it for it to trickle in the shallow right. Encarnacion was hustling towards it, but it fell just in front of him. And Harris and Collier with some speed on the base paths, able to leg out their respective paths to home plate. So now it's 4-2 Southern Maryland here in the 6th. Runner at first in Crosby if it's 2-run base hit. 1 out for Josh McAdams, who has struck out both previous times at the plate. Rossman first pitch, swung on by McAdams and fouls it off towards the netting to start the third baseman 0-1.
Tough turning point, too. Revs had a leadoff triple last inning, couldn't break the tie. Had a runner at second with 1 out the inning before that, and couldn't get him home.
And they could not get Crosby, who's becoming a hotter and hotter hitter as the year has gone on. Known for his power, but didn't need to show all of it against Rossman in his at-bat. As the 0-1 going on the pitch is Crosby, and Castro was going to throw, and the ball just kind of trickled out of his hand just behind him. So stolen base for Alex Crosby as he moves into scoring position. Now runner at second with one out. One the count for McAdams. 0-1 pitch missed. McAdams ready at the black bat as Rossman is set as well. The 1-1. Swung on by McAdams, a hit back up in the middle of the infield, claimed by Espinal though, and he'll go to first base in time to get the hustling McAdams for out number 2. Rossman tried to scoop it up with the glove but missed, but Espinal was there to back him up. Throw to first to beat McAdams on the throw for out number 2, but Crosby does move over to third on it. Now, another run for the Blue Crabs just 90 feet away. 2 outs on the board though for Joe DeLuca, 0 for 2 for ground out and strikeout. A 4-2 game here at PeoplesBank Park. Blue Crabs with a lead for the first time. Revs took the lead early with 2 runs in the first, but they've been silent since with the bats. Rossman, first pitch to DeLuca, swung on and fouls it off towards the netting to start 0-1. Southern Maryland responded with 3 runs in the third inning, 2 runs in the third inning on 2 hits, 1 unearned against reliever Alberto Rodriguez. Now 2 here in the 6th for the 4-2 lead.
They are facing an Atlantic League legend tonight, so you get too far behind. It's not a great night to do that.
Yep. We're able to tag Thompson for multiple runs last time the Revs faced him back on June 9th. But so next pitch, drops in for a strike now. 0-2 the count for DeLuca. We were told that Thompson was a little under the weather on that evening, and that would explain his performance.
I guess, from what I understand, he couldn't keep anything down. It's a rather colorful way to put it, but
it's not a fun time when you can't.
No.
That's for sure. Meanwhile, 0-2 the count for DeLuca at the plate. Next pitch from Rossman. Dips low near the dirt, and Castro blocks it down below for a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count for DeLuca. In that start for Thompson, back on the 9th against York. 6 1/3 innings, 8 earned runs of 9 hits, 5 strikeouts though. Didn't walk anybody. So even when he's not feeling himself, he doesn't struggle with location, and you'd expect that with a pitcher of Thompson's caliber. Meanwhile, 1-2 the count for the catcher of the Blue Crabs, DeLuca. Rossman, if his half turn is set. Now the 1-2. And this is low and in, gets behind Castro for just a bit, but he circles out and absolutely stares Crosby back to the third base bag, who very trepidatiously backed up the third base, saying, I don't want none of that. 2-2 the count now for DeLuca. Castro getting the mask back on. Struggling with it. There you go. He is ready as he shows the signs to Rossman. He's leaning in. Ball behind his back as DeLuca will take some half hacks above the plate. Now Reddy's behind the helmet. Briefly on the shoulder, now above again. Rossman, here's the 2-2. Swung on by DeLuca. Foul first base side. We'll do it again at a 2-2 count. We better get comfortable with these Blue Crabs. We're going to be seeing them a lot. 7 straight games between these two clubs in 6 days. Got a couple more here at PeoplesBank Park, Wednesday and Thursday. Top off what has been a 12-game and 14-day homestand, and then we'll hit the road for a bit. Heading to Southern Maryland this weekend, and then heading to Truist Point for the first time this year after an off day on Monday the 28th. Rossman ready. Now the 2-2. Called! Third strike, and the Revs get out of the 6th. DeLuca, a strikeout victim for the second time tonight. First strikeout from Rossman as it ends the 6th inning. But 2 runs come in for the Blue Crabs and a base hit to right from Alex Crosby. And Southern Maryland has their first lead of the night as we head to the bottom of the 6th. Revs have some work to do. They trail 4-2.
There's a lot of talk out there about good health care. We all want a good plan, but step outside and take a good look at all those beautiful trees and shrubs in your yard. Do you have a plan to maintain their good health? Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care has a veteran staff of 12 fully licensed and trained tree healthcare professionals to rely on, including 10 certified arborists and 3 PA certified horticulturalists. So don't let your trees and shrubs fend for themselves against Mother Nature. Visit heritagelawnandlandscape.com and get world-class care right in your backyard.
Remember rushing to the newspaper in the morning to read all about that Revs game from the night before? Yeah, that was a long time ago. We barely remember that too. Sports Radio 1350 is your home for local sports, and we're taking care of that news void in your life. Get your York Revolution game articles delivered right to your inbox every morning, courtesy of WOYK. Simply log on to YorkRevolution.com and click to sign up to receive daily game recaps right to your inbox. Keep up to date every day as the York Revolution go for another Atlantic League title. We're your source for local sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Money and business are essential to the strength of a community. So is cheering and celebration and music and fun. That's why York Revolution games, concerts, youth sports, special events, and more happen at a place called PeoplesBank Park. PeoplesBank has been serving the community for more than 155 years, always cheering, always celebrating, always committed to the things that make our communities great, and to you having a great time at PeoplesBank Park. PeoplesBank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Downtown's ready. Are you? The Revs play here. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK, York.
Home half of the sixth here at PeoplesBank Park. Ray Jensen back with you. Wish the news was better score-wise. A 4-2 Southern Maryland lead, as able to score 2 runs off the bat of Crosby, the DH, tonight. Plates 2 and a 4-2 Blue Crabs lead with Revs with some work to do. Carlos Castro will lead off their part of the sixth, followed by pinch hitter Andrew Dundon. First pitch from Daryl Thompson after his sixth inning. Misses for ball 1. It's 1-0 the count. Be Castro, the pinch hitter Dundon, then J.C. Encarnacion due up for York here in the sixth inning. Thompson, next pitch. This is away for ball 2. It's 2 balls, no strikes. This far for Thompson through 5 innings. 5 hits, 2 runs, just 1 earned. No walks, 3 strikeouts. 2-0. Catches the outside zone in the righty Castro for strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike now for Carlos Castro. The highest for Thompson so far in a start strikeout-wise was 8. Got that on opening day at West Virginia. 2-1, swung on by Castro and a high fly ball to center field. Going straight back is Collier towards the wall. It is over it and gone! Carlos Castro! Ask and you shall receive. Solo home run for Carlos straight over the batter's eye in dead center field. Sixth home run of the year for Carlos Castro as they bring Darrell Henry back in. Darrell, he has just been hitting the ball hard and well.
And to every field. And I got to apologize to him because it's 68 degrees. 66. I didn't think anybody's hitting it to dead center. But don't underestimate him and his power. He started to go into his trot, and I'm like, really? Dead center? Yeah, dead center.
Now Thompson, the first pitch to the pinch hitter Andrew Dundon misses for 1-1 over the count. You know, I've not been able to mess up Dundon's last name yet, but there's my first slip up. The 1-0. Catches the zone for strike 1, 1-1 the count. You've heard, I think I've heard Dundon, 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 but it's Dundon. Now the 1-1. Swung on, he just has a little check swing, but it goes off the front of the bat, and it will land right in the glove, though, of Pisano. Tracking away from the first base bag. Kind of a gimme swing he didn't want to fully commit to, but the ball glanced off his bat, but enough. Traveling towards the infield dirt to Pisano's glove before it touched it.
Didn't one day he had a Latin cousin, Dundon?
I think so, too. Just a plethora of pronunciations. On the first pitch to J.C. Encarnacion, new batter in their first strike, 0-1. Revs trail just by 1 now, 4-3 after an absolute bomb from Carlos Castro over the batter's eye in dead center. It's the 0-1. Swung on a miss by Encarnacion for strike 2. Now quickly behind the Thompson 0-2. A little similar to the home run we saw Nelly Rodriguez hit in the opening weekend here at PeoplesBank Park. That was slightly more to the right of the batter's eye, though. Probably hit just as far, though. Castro's more dead center, 0-2. Misses and glances off the glove of DeLuca for ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count for Encarnacion. One, two, called, strike 3, and down on strikes is Encarnacion for out number 2. So following the solo bomb from Castro. It's been 2 up, 2 down for York. Dundon and Encarnacion retired successfully. Now it's up to Jack Kenley to try to keep things alive for York here in the bottom of the 6th. 0 for 2 for strikeout and groundout thus far. First pitch, misses for ball 1. It's 1 of the count. 1-0 from Thompson. Swung on by Kenley. Softly hit ball to left field. Hibbert tracking back. Now camps under it. He will put it away, and that will retire the side. So the Revs get one back and now trail by just 1 thanks to the solo home run from Carlos Castro in the 6th inning. Heading to the 7th, Darrell Henry will take you the rest of the way on the Revs Radio Network.
The 1741 Club is here. You in? PeoplesBank Park introduces a revolution in hospitality in York. The 1741 Club, presented by UPMC. Now open on the skybox level of PeoplesBank Park, the 1741 Club features stylish design and contemporary decor, all-inclusive food and beverages, and totally flexible ticket purchase options. The hottest spot in York is the place to entertain and thank customers, reward employees, celebrate family occasions, or simply treat yourself to an all-inclusive experience at the ballpark. Nightly menus include enhanced classics and a rotation of special offerings, and house selections of draft beer and wine and a full range of non-alcoholic beverages are included in the ticket price. 1741 Club tickets are available for individual purchase through 3 levels of membership or as season tickets, and they can be used for any of the York Revolution's home games based on availability. The 1741 Club, presented by UPMC. You in? Details and pricing at 1741club.com. Shadowfax is committed to helping people with intellectual disabilities live an everyday life in their home and community. Currently, Shadowfax is seeking applicants of a passion for making a difference, 1 person at a time. Open positions include Residential Direct Support Professional, LPN, Day Services Community Participation Support, Residential Scheduler, Training Manager, and more. Shadowfax offers comprehensive benefits packages and a $1,000 sign-on bonus for most positions if hired before August 1st. For a full list of open positions and pay rates, visit shadowfax.org. Shadowfax, building relationships, creating possibilities. Shadowfax is an equal opportunity employer.
Get the latest on the Orioles with the Baltimore Baseball Show, hosted by Dan Connolly. Mondays at 6 on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK.
This is Enoel Polanco. You're listening to Your Revolution Baseball on the home of the Red, Sport Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in your, first in sport.
Head to the 7th inning, and Victor Capillon makes his Revs 2021 debut. Revs trailing 4-3. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts as we get to the late innings tonight. Alex Sanabia had to leave after 2 innings. The reports that we heard circulating were promising that hopefully it's not serious, but Revs using everybody for an inning tonight, and it is Capillon's turn as we go to the 7th. He was terrific late in 2019, and Michael Baca will lead things off. Capillon, the righty from the stretch, his first pitch, 3/4 angle, it's swung on and looped behind first. Hill going out along the line, and it lands foul. Going back toward the tarp area, and it is no balls and a strike on Baca. Tonight is struck out and grounded out. Capillon wearing number 25. The Revs first acquired him from Winnipeg, where he has been a star in the American Association over the years. They got him early September 2019. His first 10 outings were scoreless. Overall, 1-0 in 11 games, 1.69 ERA for the 2019 Revs. Very nice sunset now, twilight here at the stadium tonight. And Capion with the 0-1, swinging a high fly, left field. Kenley reading it, now starts back, and backing up toward the front of the warning track. He's got it. And there's one away. Capion, that kind of three-quarter angle, and he'll get in on righties and jam them like he did right there. He was back in Winnipeg last year, one of the teams that did play in the American Association, had a 1.69 ERA last year, 12 saves, and comes to York after beginning this season in Mexico with Campeche, Pirates de Campeche. Here is Matt Hibbert at the top of the order, who swings and misses at a slider. Was in 8 games for Piratas and had 2 saves. Little pink in the sky here in the sunset tonight. It's turned out to be a cool but picturesque evening after being nasty all day. Here's the 0-1, and it's swinging a foul against the netting. That fastball at 92 in on Hibbert's bat handle. Tonight he is 0 for 1 with a walk, a hit by pitch, a run scored. Capion, originally from the Dominican Republic, he sets. And the 0-2 slider, that's down and away. It's from Monte Cristi, Dominican Republic. He now lives in Freeland, Pennsylvania, which is towards Scranton. Near the home of Dunder Mifflin. Now time is asked for. That's what she said. Now the 1-2. And a swing and a jam shot floater at second. Espinal backing up. He's got it. Couple steps back on the outfield grass. 2 up, 2 down for Capion, who began his career in the Diamondback system, made it to AAA at age 22. He's pitched in the American Association since 2014 and with Winnipeg since 2016, one of the great relievers in that league in recent years. Here is Kent Blackstone, one of the great closers in that league as well. Capion's been. First pitch to the lefty Blackstone. He swings and misses. Changeup. Tonight 1 for 3. Infield hit and a run back in the 3rd inning. Capion second in that league in saves in both 18 and 19. He had 22 and 27 those 2 years respectively. And now fires, swing and a drive foul the other way and left. And that'll sail right over the top of the stands. No balls, 2 strikes. Going back a year further, 2017 in the association, he was in 50 games, had a 1.25 ERA. The well-traveled reliever, very successful in many leagues. He sets. And the 0-2 backdoor slider just missed.
Get glasses.
I can't see it. 31 years old now. That's all I wanted. Now the 1-2. And a slider. It is close. Appeal to third. No swing. The pitch was close. So was the check. Did I make you uncomfortable there?
Could have almost read the tag on your shirt.
Well, between innings, I'll let you read it.
Oh, thank you. Oh, I couldn't read if it was hand wash or dry wash only.
Now the 2-2. Swing, and this one's fouled back. Bang! That comes bouncing down in front. Speaking of washing, I didn't get my laundry done in time for today. Even with the off day, I was really busy, so I'm wearing the 2013 shirt tonight, if you're wondering. It's close. Now the 2-2 again, and a swing and a miss. He struck him out. Fastball at 92, down at the knees. It's a 1-2-3 seventh inning for Victor Capian in his return to York. Stretch time tonight here at the bank. Revs trail the Blue Crabs 4-3.
You get in your car, and you start your car. You put the car in gear, and you go nowhere.
What the?
Because your transmission has failed, or you try and put it in gear and it makes an awful grinding noise, or you put it in gear and take off, but when it's time for the transmission to shift, the RPMs just go higher, but you aren't gaining any speed.
Dang it!
Now you've heard of the good-looking genius and the crew at Broadway Transmission, right here on the radio. But now all you have to do is go to www.broadwaytrans.com to arrange a tow right from the website, and in a flash your vehicle is on its way to the recovery, and with the best tracked warranty in the industry. Easy financing, free towing with repairs, AAA authorized, and the most recommended family-owned transmission shop around since 1951.
Broadway Transmission will get your ship together and stand behind it too. Visit us on the web at broadwaytrans.com or stop in and see how it's done.
I felt like my well-being was tied to the morning stock numbers. I wanted to invest, but grew tired of the stress of potential losing it all. A friend of mine suggested I talk to Tom Dasher about a fixed index annuity that could be a stable option while still seeing potential growth. Tom has been helping folks here in York County for over 30 years. Give him a call at 717-487-2096 to see if he can assist you.
New FM signal, new website. Visit us online at 989WOYK.com and take us on the go. Download the new WOYK app today.
This is Hall of Fame third baseman Brooks Robinson. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in
leads off the home seventh and takes low from Daryl Thompson, who enters the inning at 95 pitches. Or maybe it was 97. I really can't read. Here's a swing and a miss as he took some off. It was 97. Now it's 99. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss. He went even slower to Sansone, who tonight has fouled to first and struck out. Blue Crabs do have bullpen activity. There's the 1-2, and it's down and away. The big chance came in the fifth when Tyler Hill, who's on deck, led off with a triple. They couldn't score him. Did get one back on Castro's homer last inning. Pitch here is fouled up over the roof. And Sansone in protect mode. Hill next, then Espinal. And another 2-2. Swing and a well-hit ball to deep left field. It is gone! John Sansone with his first Revolution home run ties the game here in the bottom of the seventh inning. Another night, another huge home run late in the game. And tonight it's Sansone with his first in a Revs uniform. This game tied 4-4 here in the seventh. And we will start over. Back-to-back innings, a leadoff home run. Castro to dead center, and Sansone jolts one out over the nemesis. Here's Hill, and he pops up the first pitch to the right of home plate, and DeLuca in foul ground makes the catch. One away. The cloud of smoke from Cannonball still lingering in right, as Sansone with his first has drawn us even. And that came after another two-strike foul or two, another good battle. Here's Espinal, who swings and misses. First pitch fastball. Sansone has had some ABs here in his first two starts. Now the 0-1, and that bounces up there. Got one he could hit and did not miss it. His career high was 13 home runs with Dayton back in 2017, if you're wondering. The 1-1. And a breaking ball bends off the plate. Espinal tonight, fly out, strikeout. Now the 2-1, swing and a miss on a high fastball. Now the 2-2, and a swing and a foul tip back. Revs, who rallied with 2 outs in the first for a 2-0 lead on a trio of 2-out hits, and then Thompson had shut them down while his team tied it with a 2-out rally in the third, went in front on a 2-run hit in the sixth. Pitch to Espinal, he swings and skies it. Oh, in center, Collier doesn't see it. Blackstone started to give way, and he falls and can't make the play. Throw to second, Espinal dives in. And a ball lost in the twilight. Wallner is on at second base. And Blackstone still getting to his feet. Couple things going on there. First, obviously it was lost in the sky, but Collier was playing really deep, and he never saw it. He stood out there in deep center with his hands to his side, had no clue. And Blackstone going out for some reason stopped. I think he thought somebody was going to call him off, but nobody was close. So then he flopped backward trying to make the play. And could not. And it'll be a double for Espinal on a ball lost in the sky. And he hustled it. Throw, had it been handled at second, would have been close. Here's Sanford now. First pitch is in for a strike. We're tied at 4 here in the 7th. And Darien looking for a hit to put the Revs in front. 0 for 3 tonight. Here's the 0-1. And a breaking ball, low and in. Yeah, Blackstone, he then submarined it from the ground and trying to throw out Espinal, who was hustling for 2 all the way. Collier in center, still relatively deep for Sanford being the hitter. The 1-1, swing, and he loops it the other way, but this is foul into the seats in left. Now, the Revs, who have won 3 of the last 4 coming in, and they've had huge 7th inning, not huge rallies, not like big innings, but huge hits, huge moments in the 7th inning, and all 3 of those wins. Another tonight, tying it up. Sanford choking up. Here's the stretch, couple checks, the 1-2, and a swing and a miss. Changeup gets him swinging. Now that's 2 down here in the 7th. Thompson on pitch number 113 on his night. And here comes Jan Sanchez, who has yet to extend the hitting streak despite Really all 3 outs being firmly hit, 2 of them in particular being quite hard hit. A couple line drive outs tonight. 10-game hitting streak coming in, the league's 3rd longest this year, 2nd longest active. Nelly Rodriguez, 14-gamer, of course, and West Virginia's Jimmy Paredes, the current 11-gamer, and Jan, the 10-gamer. Thompson checks and delivers. And a swing and a slam to left, but he pulls it foul. A rocket out over the White Claw Terrace and headed out to Arch Street. Man, straighten that baby out. Just a little early. When he makes contact, he is hitting missiles. Nightfall setting in as Thompson has his sign. The 0-1, and that is down and away. Now the 1-1, fastball, strike called, outside corner. Sanchez 5 for 8 with men in scoring position and 2 outs. 8 for 15 in scoring position overall. Pitch to him, he stays alive. Foul tip straight to the backstop padding. I will do it again. Thompson will throw a 119th pitch on his night. Ready, delivers, and a swing at ground ball foul. He fights it off the hands, down past Polo at third. One and 2, it stays. Thompson ready, pitch number 120 is grounded off of Thompson, ricochets toward third and no play. Sanchez is safe. It's a base hit. 11-game hitting streak. First and third, and here comes Stan Clyburn before Carlos Castro bats again. Sanchez with an 11-gamer. He hit a spinner back at Thompson's feet. And I think ricocheted off his shins over toward third, and McAdams had to just grab it and hold it. And Castro will be the hitter. No move to the bullpen yet. See what they do. Castro, who homered to dead center against him last inning. And they're going to leave Thompson in to face him. Castro 2 for 3 tonight with the home run to dead center in the 6th, his 6th of the year. 4th in the last 5 games. And the league leader in RBIs with 23 will come to the plate. He is hitting .480 with men in scoring position. 5 for 12 with scoring position and 2 outs. First and third, 2 outs. First pitch, a swing and a line drive, base hit to left field! Down the line, going all the way to the wall. Espinal scores, Sanchez to third, and Castro slides in at second with a double. And the Revs lead for the first time since the 3rd inning tonight, 5-4 here in the bottom of the 7th. League leading RBI number 24. And on the first pitch, got one over the plate, I think a changeup, and he might have been sitting on it. was not fooled and roped it to left in between Hibbert and the line. It went all the way to the nemesis, and that's going to do it for Thompson tonight as they leave him in for one more batter, and one pitch later, the Revs have the lead. Another 3-hit game for Castro here in his 18th game. It's his 11th multi-hit game and his 6th game with 3 hits. Unbelievably hot at the plate. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. 2nd and 3rd, 2 outs. Revs have gone in front 5-4, and we'll let you know who's in when we come back.
Many ancient cultures believed our feet to be the source of well-being. In fact, from the moment humankind first stood upright, our feet have been our most fundamental connection with the earth. At Flying Feet, we strive to strengthen that connection with a selection of summer footwear that are fashionably appealing, orthopedically correct, and most importantly, comfortable.
Flying Feet.
Since we introduced them, OOFOS has been the hottest brand of thongs, slides, and clogs on the market. Lightweight and fashionable, OOF foam technology absorbs 37% more impact than traditional foam footwear materials. Less stress on your feet and joints means OOFOS all-day comfort. Now Flying Feet introduces New Sole. These American-made thongs and slides are soft, lightweight, and super comfortable. Their supportive footbed addresses a variety of foot ailments. New soles are especially good for water fun as they float, are non-porous, and slip-resistant. See all of the men's and women's styles available for your summer fun at Flying Feet.
Flying Feet.
Flying Feet Sports Shoes, the sportswear specialty store without specialty prices. 1511 Mount Rose Avenue behind Domino's Pizza, just off exit 18 of I-83.
Sports injury? Walk into WellSpan Urgent Orthopedics for immediate care. No appointment is ever needed. Our orthopedic and sports medicine specialists are here to treat you. Visit wellspan.org/urgent orthopedics today for hours at our York and Hanover locations.
Listen live and on demand with the new WOYK app and online at 989WOYK.com.
New pitcher for Southern Maryland is Andres Briseno. Right-hander takes over. Josh Vitters will pinch hit in the pitcher's spot. And Carlos Castro has done it again. Another huge night. 6 3-hit games out of 18 played. 11 multi-hit games out of 18 played. Back-to-back 3-hit games. Now 2nd and 3rd on Castro's go-ahead double. Here's Vitters to pinch hit. First pitch, fastball. It is low from Briseno, who in 9 outings is 1-0 with an ERA of 2. 9 innings, 2 runs, 7 hits, 3 walks, and 10 Ks. He fires, and it is in at the knees for a strike, 94. Thompson 6 2/3, gives up 10 hits, 4 of those this inning. No walks, 5 Ks, 121 pitches. Pitch, that's in the dirt, slider, DeLuca picks it. 121 pitches, 82 strikes, 39 balls. Briseno motioning to go through the signs again. As it stands now, Thompson 5 runs, 4 earned. Here's the 2-1 swing, and it's fouled off, back up over the roof. The Revs wrestling their way on top here in the 7th inning. Blue Crabs in the 8th will have 3, 4, and 5 due up, and see if it's Fry and then Fuller again. I would imagine so. Yeah, it looks like Brandon's sitting like a caged lion down there, ready to go. As time is asked for. And Briseno steps off, trying to get together with DeLuca. Vitters at 160. Looking for his first pinch hit, and now time asked for as DeLuca will head out, and they'll talk about signs. Revs with 5 runs, 10 hits, 1 error. Southern Maryland 4 runs, 6 hits, 1 error. Now ready, the 2-2. Swinging a bounce foul behind the plate. And they had just talked about it. And Braceno threw the wrong thing. DeLuca yanked his face mask off and looked at him like, are you kidding me? And now throws his arms up to his side. They just talked about it. And DeLuca not pleased. Vitters stays alive. Now the stretch. And another 2-2 coming. Swing and a miss. Got him on the slider. And that'll end the inning. But the Revs go in front with 2 in the 7th. John Sansone's homer ties it. Carlos Castro's double gives them the lead. 4 hits, 2 men left. Brandon Fry coming in as we head to the 8th. York on top, 5-4.
Everything you've worked for may be facing a hostile takeover, but step outside the boardroom and look around. Not taking care of business right now could leave you dealing with a hostile takeover by crabgrass later this summer. And broadleaf weeds are just beneath the surface, ready to take their share of your turf too. Prevent hostile takeovers. Call Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care and give your lawn a good, healthy start this year. Heritage Lawn can apply crabgrass pre-emergent and quality fertilizer now to fortify your lawn for later. HeritageLawnandLandscape.com. World-class care right in your backyard.
Tee off this season on the best layout in Pennsylvania and experience Royal Manchester Golf Links, bringing you to the coast of the British Isles while never leaving your backyard. Our unique Pure Links layout in the rolling hills of York County gives golfers an experience like none other, featuring 18 pristine holes with picturesque views of the countryside and consistently ranked one of the top public courses in the state. Also offering outings and event bookings. Book your tee time today at 717-268-0490 or nab our online specials at RoyalManchesterGolfLinks.com.
Can't get enough of the birds? Sports Radio 98.9 and 1350 WOYK has you covered. Join us all season on Mondays at 6 for the Baltimore Baseball Show, hosted by award-winning Orioles and National Baseball writer Dan Connolly from The Athletic Baltimore. Exclusive in-depth interviews, plus the latest insight and analysis on the Orioles every week. Talking baseball and the birds every Monday at 6. The Baltimore Baseball Show on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports. Take us on the go with the new WOYK app. Download on the Apple and Google Play stores today. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Head of the 8th inning, Brandon Fry is in. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. Had a 1-2-3 8th on Sunday. Last Thursday night got the win in the 10th. So it's been a good couple of outings for him here on this recent surge. Both these teams hot coming in. Revs have won 3 out of 4. The Blue Crabs 5 out of 6. Fry, who's 1-1 with a 2.63 ERA in 12 outings, 4 holds. 13 2/3 innings, only 4 strikeouts. He puts it in play. Has walked only 3, about a hit per inning. That'll be 3-4-5. Pisano, Harris, Collier. 2 of these 3 are left-handed. It sets up well, but this is Fry's inning anyway, regardless of matchups. And then Fuller in the 9th. That is the plan. 5-4, Revs lead. Pisano digs in, 1 for 3. RBI single in the 3rd tonight. And the first pitch from Fry, it's down and in off the glove of Castro. 1 ball and no strikes. Thank you, Ray. delicious looking cup of water that you've delivered. Since I forgot to get it for myself between innings. Here's the 1-0. And there's a fastball for a strike.
Ask and you shall receive.
I was just testing.
Yeah.
Fry the 1-1. Breaking ball stays high. Tomorrow night, Duke Von Schaman against Mike Devine, and then Thursday, Austin Nicely against Brandon Barker. And then the home and home shifts to Waldorf. Here's the 2-1. Fastball in tight. Didn't miss by much. I think part of the problem, Castro wanted it away. Looked like he had to reach for it. Three and one on Pisano starting the 8th. Fry with the pitch. And it is inside again. And Castro, I think, asking where it missed. A leadoff walk here in a one-run game. By the way, we still owe you our WellSpan Sports Medicine injury report tonight. Alex Sanabia left after 2 innings, but we got some reports up here that hopefully not serious. Melky Mesa on the injured list with the hamstring strain. Alex Vargas with the forearm strain. Now here's David Harris, who tonight 1 for 3, single and a run. And Fry the pitch. Swing, and he pops him up. Right side, it's Espinal on a sprint out from second, near the line in right, and Wallner hangs on! Right in front of Encarnacion, coming in from right field. And you could tell it was going to be dicey for either of them. Getting there about the same time, and Espinal reaching up over his shoulder, hauls it in for the first out. And he had to run a long way to get there. Yeah, what he said. One down. Here is Zach Collier, who's 1 for 2. Double walk run. Left against left. And Fry with the pitch. Breaking ball, that's down low. The hot hitting Alex Crosby would have been on deck, but he is double hooked out of the game. That's the first time I've gotten it right this year, Ray.
There you go.
It's the first time I've remembered. Game number 22.
I'm learning.
There's the 1-0. And a breaking ball away. That sharp curve from Fry, but missing to go to 2-0. Stretch from Fry, the 2-0 pitch. Fastball, got it over. Top of the zone, a called strike. Here's the 2-1. Swinging a line drive down the right field line, fair ball. Going into the corner, Encarnacion on the chase. Pisano at third, they're going to send him around. And the throw in, misses the cutoff man, rolls free. Hill's relay home is late, and the game is tied at 5. And Collier takes third on it. If Encarnacion hits the cutoff man, Espinal out in right field, they had put up the stop sign on Pisano at third. But he missed him, it rolled loose through the infield dirt, and Pisano raced home and beats Hill's relay, and the game is tied at 5. The go-ahead run 90 feet away. It'll be an RBI double. Actually, it may not even be an RBI. They stopped him at third. We'll see what they do, but Encarnacion, he is battled out there, but perhaps the inexperience of the outfield showing on that play. And Briseno, is this him? No, it's not. This is Jordan Scott pinch hitting. First pitch from Fry is down and in. As Scott pinch hitting, they still had Briseno on the board, but Scott the batter with the infield in and 1 out. 5-5, the lead did not last long. Scott hitting 154, the pitch. He swings, check swing, went around on curveball that almost hit him in the feet. 1 ball, 1 strike. Switch hitter batting right. Or did it hit him in the feet and he swung at it? He needs a moment outside the box to shake it off, it looks like. The ball bounced right back to Fry. They don't check it. He's still using it. Here's the 1-1. Swing, and it's popped up foul the other way and right. Encarnacion giving chase, but that'll land on the railing, overlooking the Revs bullpen. Out of play. It's 1-2.
In the official scoring decision, it's a double, no RBI for Collier. The error allows Pisano to score and Collier to advance.
Yeah. Thank you, Ray. Time asked for. Now, the leadoff walk ends up hurting, and there were a couple close pitches in that sequence that Fry didn't get. And with 1 out, fell behind Collier in the breaking balls, maybe made a mistake trying to get a strike over. He deals. Fastball in tight. 90 on that one, and Fry, he is upset. He's now barking in at Buzz Albert, and pretty animated in doing so. Like, what was wrong with that? And I think that goes back to that first at bat with Pisano and a couple that he didn't get on him. And it's been the inside pitch each time to Pisano, the lefty, and now Scott, the righty. Now the 2-2. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. Blocked in the dirt by Castro. He'll tag out Scott. And Fry angrily throws the ball away. Buzz Albert throws him a new ball. Fry snaps as he catches it. Shouts some words back at Buzz. He is PO'd. Slams the rosin bag down. Frustrating as it is, his goal now is to keep this game tied and strand Collier at third base. That is as angry as I've seen Brandon Fry in the time that we've known him. Here is Josh McAdams. First pitch curve, it's over for a strike. McAdams 0 for 3, 2 punch-outs tonight. Game tied 5-5 here in the 8th. Now Fry with the pitch. Breaking ball, backdoors it. Called strike 2. Couple good ones. Pitching backwards on McAdams, and he gets ahead by doing so. Trying to leave the go-ahead run at third. Here's the 0-2. Fastball missed high and away. Castro fake setting up in. Now the 1-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Change up as Fry pounds himself in the chest. He's got words for Buzz Albert. Carlos Castro practically carrying him off the field. And a good job by Buzz to not carry it on and Pour gasoline on the fire. Fry barking over his shoulder as he goes into the dugout. Southern Maryland does tie it. A run, 1 hit, 1 error, 1 left. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning, tied at 5.
Spring is in the air, and Harvey's Rental can get you prepared for what's ahead. With the biggest selection of steel products on the market, Harvey's Rental will get you set for your next home project. From lawn and garden equipment, pressure washers, post hole diggers, and more, Harvey's Rental has it all. Have a special get-together or graduation coming up? Harvey's Rental has what you need to make your party memorable. Visit them in person at 1409 South George Street in York or online at harveysrental.com.
When you work with an independent insurance agent, you put the power of choice to work for you. Independent agents know several companies and their coverages, which means more options. And because companies like Donegal Insurance Group use the independent agent system, you not only get quality insurance, you also save money. The independent insurance agent system. Discover the power of choice. Contact Kochman Kunkel Insurance at 717-854-0300 or stop in at 3217 East Market Street, York. Locally owned and operated by Pam and Rudy Kochman. Kochman Kunkel Insurance.
We here at Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK are thinking about expanding our programming, so let me bounce some ideas off of you. How about we air some Southern Maryland Blue Crabs games?
It's the worst thing I've ever heard.
How about the Long Island Ducks?
It could be anything really, but that is horrible.
How about the Barnstormers?
To replace it with anything would be horrible, but this stuff is even worse than horrible.
Okay, we get it. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK, your home for the York Revolution.
You're on York's home for Sixers basketball. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
That was a little too soon for me to hear that Sixers promo. That upset me. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Right-hander Grafer Aragua is the new pitcher. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. And it'll be Encarnacion leading off. Tied at 5. First pitch swinging, and he bounces one softly toward third. McAdams charges, steadies, guns! Just in time to nip JC. Flying down the line, and McAdams almost took too long. A lot of guys will charge and throw that one on the run. He elected to get his feet set and then throw a seed across the field, and he does have a cannon. One away. And here is Jack Kenley. The first one misses well outside. Kenley 0 for 3 tonight. Thompson in no decision. Here's the 1-0, and that's down low. Aragua in 8 outings, 0-1, a 4.97 ERA. Been a long reliever, 8 appearances, 12 2/3 innings. Pitch, that's up high, 3-0. Opponents have hit just over 300, but he's only walked 2 and has struck out 15. A 3-0 pitch, taking all the way. That's a strike. John Sansone is on deck. He tied it with a home run last inning. It is down and away. Go-ahead run is on as Kenley draws the walk. Revs Baseball is brought to you by Wolf's Bus Lines, Penn State York, Highmark Health, Sheets, Fast Signs, Penn State Hershey Children's Hospital, Performance Food Service, and Encompass Health. I bet John Sansone probably likes Sheets, being a Western PA guy. And the first pitch, breaking ball, it is inside. Ray and I like Sheets, being South Central PA guys.
That's true. That is true. I learned to appreciate Quick Trip during my time in the Midwest.
Not me. Here's a fastball inside. 2-0.
Be a tradition. Every start of a road trip, I would buy a 6-pack of glazed donuts because they have them usually ready to go from their quick bakery, and I would just chow down.
I buy some 6-packs at the start of road trips too.
Probably talking different type there, but I get you.
Here's a swing and a fly ball, right field. This sends David Harris back. He'll circle into right center, calls, and makes the play for out number 2. I don't know, Quick Trip, it just sounds like kind of a knockoff, you know?
It still does not hold a candle to Sheets.
They could probably market it better.
Yeah. A tip of the cap to Wawa as well.
Sure.
They got the cheesesteak. Okay.
I know they have that in Waldorf. Here's Tyler Hill, who takes a strike at the knees.
I gotta show New Jersey loyalty somehow.
I begrudgingly acknowledge that New Jersey exists.
As do many.
There's a slider that bends in for a strike, 0-2. Let's see how many people we can offend here tonight. I think we just upset Andrew Dundon. You.
I've heard all the Jersey jokes.
It's the 0-2. That's up high. Hill, who's 1 for 3, tripled in the 5th. Tied at 5 here in the 8th inning. If the Revs don't score here, they'll be going for another walk-off. Pitch. They're going for another walk-off. Slider swing and a miss as Aregua gets Hill swinging. A walk to Kenley is all. He is left on base, and if the Revs are to do it tonight, they'll need another last-at-bat performance. We go to the 9th. Revs and Blue Crabs tied at 5.
PeoplesBank is happy to sponsor the home of the York Revolution, PeoplesBank Park. PeoplesBank has been serving the community for more than 155 years, committed to helping their clients achieve their dreams and live confidently. That commitment continues at PeoplesBank Park, with Revs games, concerts, events, youth sports, and much more. We're proud to partner of the York Revolution, and we look forward to seeing you at PeoplesBank Park. PeoplesBank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Shipley Energy is more than just an energy company. We're your friends, family, and neighbors, and have been serving the community for over 90 years. Whether you need energy for your home or for your business, we've got you covered. We can help keep you comfortable with all your heating needs, from heating oil to propane, electricity to natural gas. And if something breaks, like your air conditioning or furnace, we have a team of HVAC experts ready to fix it, so you can stay comfortable all year long. To learn more, visit ShipleyEnergy.com or call 855-5-SHIPLEY.
Need an excavating contractor for your upcoming project? Get it done locally and get it done right at Barnes & Barnes Incorporated Excavating. Locally owned and in business since 2005, Barnes & Barnes Incorporated Excavating is a small excavating and landscaping business, offering demolition, excavating, landscaping, foundations, concrete, sewer and water hookups, lot clearing, welding, fabrication, and more. Located in Windsor at 30 North Blacksmith Avenue, Barnes & Barnes will get the job done right. Call Scott to schedule your project at 717-515-3495. That's 515-3495. Or email him at barnesbarnesscottinc@gmail.com. That's barnesbarnesscottinc@gmail.com.
The York Revolution plays here. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Out of the 9th inning, Jim Fuller takes over. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. Tied at 5. Distracted, Ray. Did Joe Girardi get ejected tonight?
He got ejected, and all Max Scherzer had to do was stare him down to rile him up. Wow.
That's cool. Here is Joe DeLuca leading off. Fuller's first pitch is down low. DeLuca, switch hitter, turns around about right-handed now. DeLuca 0 for 3, ground out, 2 strikeouts. And here at home with the game tied, Fuller is in. A 1-0 pitch, swinging a pop fly toward the line and right. Encarnacion gallops over, across. Oh no, he tripped, and the ball lands foul. Hopefully he's okay. It lands foul. I don't know. He's starting to get to his feet. I don't know if he tripped over his own cleats or if he hit the mound. Well, no, the mound is further down. He didn't hit the mound. And he is up to his feet. He might have taken a look to see what was in front of him, and he literally tripped over the line in right. Fortunately, it lands foul. You know what? Watching the replay, I think he's trying to slow down to make the play. If anything, he overran it in his haste to get over, and then trying to break down his steps. A 1-1 pitch, swinging a ball beaten foul, third base. Or did he maybe, when he hit the warning track, is that when it happened?
I think like just as he was about to leave the outfield grass, Daryl, I don't know if he was trying to cut towards the ball or what, but his leg just slipped away from him.
Mason Megg came out to take a look in that direction, but at that point he had gotten up to his feet. Still brushing himself off. Now the 1-2, swinging a ground ball sharply to short, right at Jan. He grips it, he fires it in time, gets DeLuca by a step. One down here in the top of the ninth. Well, at home, you're not going to have a chance to take the lead and then bring your closer in, so Fuller in here in the tie game. 1-0, 4 saves. 1.86 ERA. Apparently, Joe Girardi asked the umps to check Max Scherzer for substance.
And that's what led to the stare down after the inning, and that's what got Girardi riled up.
Here's Michael Baca, and the first one missing high and away.
Hey, it could be worse. You could lose another starter, like the Mets just possibly did with Marcus Stroman leaving early due to hip soreness. Already lost Joey Lucchesi to Tommy John.
Now the 1-0 swing, and this one's fouled straight back. It'll put a dent in the sweet level. Remember the day before the season that we cleaned the cobwebs up there?
I do.
Well, the rest of the staff does that every day. Here, I thought I knew what hard work was. I guess not. Here's the 1-1. Swing, and this one's served into right field. It's a base hit. As Baca chunks it the other way. The go-ahead run is on. Bring up Matt Hibbert. Draws the ire from the fan base as he makes his way to the plate. 0 for 2 with a walk, hit by pitch, and a run tonight. Hill holding Baca, Fuller to the plate, and a swing and a comebacker over Fuller's glove, and it crawls up the middle somehow. And Baca on his way to third, first and third with one out on what looked like a potential inning-ending double play ball. Fuller reached up and I think just misjudged it. And sometimes those comebackers, you think they're hit harder than they are. He started to pull down and the ball missed his glove. And then Jan, who his initial route might have been going to the bag to cover and receive a throw. He's then trying to get the ground ball. He can't stab it. And a seeing eye hit up the middle. First and third for Kent Blackstone as Southern Maryland threatens to go back on top. And Fuller with the pitch, down and away. Castro reaching to snare that. You do have Hibbert at first with good speed if they want to get real aggressive and try to avoid a double play. Tied at 5 here in the 9th. And the 1-0. That's outside. Again, Castro, a late stab at it on a cutter away. Blackstone, 1 for 4, infield hit and a run back in the 3rd inning. Left versus left. Now the 2-0. And a fastball low. Dario Pisano waiting on deck. Revs in a little hot water here in the top of the 9th, trying to keep it tied. 3-0 pitch, taking, and it is a strike. Ready? 3-1. Swing and a high chop foul behind the Revs dugout. Hits a chair in the 2nd row. Caroms to one of the players who grabs it on the top step. It's 3-2. And now is your most likely time that Matt Hibbert may try to run. Revs set up to turn 2. Hill holds him at first. Here's the stretch. And the payoff pitch, not running, and a swing and a fly ball. Shallow right center. Encarnacion hustles in, makes the grab, tagging from 3rd. Throw to the plate, not in time. And the Blue Crabs take the lead on a Kent Blackstone sac fly in the 9th. Baca tags and scores, and it's 6-5. It was in shallow right center, and Sanford hustling in. Obviously, arm strength is not his biggest strength, and Encarnacion from right kind of cut in front of him, grabbed it on the run, and then tried to throw it on the run from the outfield. And unfortunately, I think you've got the inexperience in the outfield showing itself again. I don't know if Sanford gets him or not, but Encarnacion's throw on the run didn't have a chance, as it turned out. And here is Pisano, who takes a slider for a strike. The play before that, the Revs maybe have an inning-ending double play, but can't get to it. And one batter later, the Blue Crabs have the lead. Throw to first as Hibbert dives back. Revs in the bottom of the 9th will have Espinal, Sanford, and Sanchez due up. Matt Latos, I would imagine, is getting ready for them. Time asked for. Pisano puts up the hand. The 0-1. Fastball, that's upstairs. And I think for Encarnacion, the inexperience in the outfield, he's not used to playing next to Sanford, and I think, that ball is falling towards shallow right center. He thinks, get to anything I can, but he could not get in a good position to throw from that. 1-1, that's in tight, fastball. I think Fuller wanted it. Again, I don't know if Sanford gets him or not, but possible throw from across your body like that. The 2-1 swing and a fly ball, right field, low fly, carrying out to Encarnacion. He squeezes it. And that'll end the top of the ninth. The run on 2 hits and 1 left. Revs need a run. We go to the bottom of the 9th inning. 6-5, Southern Maryland.
I'm here with Kevin Smith from Smith Wealth Advisory Group of Janney Montgomery Scott, who was recently named by Forbes and the Financial Times as one of the best financial advisors not only in the state, but also in the country. Kevin, explain the meaning of your group's tagline, a wealth of knowledge about wealth.
We've built our reputation as one of the premier wealth advisors in the country for many reasons, not the least of which is our vast expertise about wealth in all its meanings and forms. Although traditionally wealth is viewed in a monetary context with all the challenges that entails, which we're fully equipped to address, true wealth has little to do with money. To me, being wealthy is more a state of mind centered upon happiness and contentment. It's memories and experiences with friends, family, and those you love. It's finding meaning and purpose, pursuing passions, chasing dreams, and embracing life for all it has to offer. That's the type of wealth our clients long for and that we help them achieve.
You've noted that your group is guided by a quote by Henry David Thoreau, wealth is the ability to fully experience life. Tell me more about that.
It's so true. Being wealthy is really about experiencing the richness of life itself. When you think about it, it's not ultimately money that matters, but what money can do. We help our clients educate their children and grandchildren so that they can have promising futures. We help them retire comfortably, support worthwhile causes, and endow meaningful legacies. We help them age with dignity, and so much more.
For all your financial planning, investment, and wealth management needs, contact Smith Wealth Advisory Group at 779-2769 or at smithwealthadvisory.com. Smith Wealth Advisory Group, helping you fully experience life. Janney Montgomery Scott, LLC, member NYSE, FINRA, and SIPC.
Get the latest on the Orioles with the Baltimore Baseball Show, hosted by Dan Connolly. Mondays at 6 on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK.
Last chance for the Revs tonight. It's been a back and forth game. They took a late lead in the 7th, couldn't hold it. They will now try to scratch one across against Matt Latos, who comes in. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. 0-1 with a 5.40 ERA in 7 outings, but he is 4 for 4 in saves. 6 2/3 innings, 4 runs. He's walked 1, struck out 7. Walner Espinal will lead things off against the 6'6", 245-pound Latos. As a young pitcher, was top starter in the big leagues for a few years, now a closer with Southern Maryland once again. First pitch to Espinal, it is a cutter down and in. Latos, who brings it straight over the top, breaks the hands and hitches it back behind his hip and really hides it. And then straight over the top. A lot of movement. Here's the 1-0. That's in the dirt. Throws a very heavy ball. Espinal 1 for 3 with a double that was lost in the sky in the 7th inning. Scored the go-ahead run. And DeLuca coming out to chat with Latos. DeLuca might have needed some time there after getting drilled. Latos, a 14th-year pro, 11 years in the majors. Now the 2-0, and it's in for a strike. Cutter at the knees. He was 8th in the NL Cy Young Award voting back in 2010. A starter in the majors early in his career. 2-1. Swing and a line drive, base hit to center. Walner Espinal, the 21-year-old, rips a single into center to start the 9th. Goes down and gets it. And he rips it out toward left center. The tying run is on. He got the count into his favor, and he was all over that pitch. So here's Sanford, who will be trying to bunt him over. McAdams in at third. And Latos the pitch, and Sanford bunts, and it's fouled down, I guess, off his foot for them to call it that quickly, right at home plate. Revs trying to come back against Latos, who was the league relief pitcher of the year 2 years ago. Fuller was the closer of the year. Latos, a mid-season and postseason all-star, now steps off. Pitched in the all-star game here at PeoplesBank Park. Now they want it in. The pitch to Sanford. He bunts toward third. McAdams has it, looks at second, throw to first, just in time with Sanford jetting. They got him by a quarter of a step. That's how fast that man is. McAdams was on it quickly, and he took one peek at second, and Sanford almost beat it, but the sacrifice is good. 5-3 on the out, and Jan Sanchez will take a shot at tying it up with a base hit. And Carlos Castro follows him, so now they've got to face two of the top three hitters in the league. Well, really the top two. And Leto sets and delivers, and a swing and a miss. Big rip from Jan, who might have been trying to win it. He's 1 for 4 tonight, infield hit, which extended his hitting streak to 11. Tying run is Espinal at second. And the 0-1, swing and a miss on another high fastball.
Matt Latos has not allowed a lot this year, just 4 hits allowed. That's including the Espinal single.
Now Latos set at the belt. Here's the 0-2, swing and a miss. He struck him out. Fastball away, and the Revs are down to their final out tonight, as Carlos Castro will come to the plate. Stan Clyburn comes to the mound, and he'll discuss the approach. Well, Castro tonight, 3 for 4, triple shy of the cycle. Homered to dead center in the 6th, gave him the lead with a double in the 7th, and he is now 8 for 14 against the Blue Crabs this season, so Clyburn talking it over with Latos before they face him. Matt Latos back in 2019 had 9 straight perfect innings at one point, 14 straight hitless innings. Pitched to the majors with the Padres, the Reds, Marlins, Dodgers, Angels, White Sox, Nationals, Blue Jays. And Castro is going to be intentionally walked. And it brings up the pitcher's spot. And it brings up Lenin Rodriguez, who's going to make his Revs debut. He's been with the team since midweek last week, and he will debut as a pinch hitter. Stan Clyburn forces the Revs' hand to their final position player on the bench tonight. They put the winning run on with Castro, which is unconventional, but it does make sense in this situation. Rodriguez has yet to bat. He will now. And Latos with the pitch. Fastball, it misses high. Lenin, who's 5'9", not a big strike zone. There is something about debuts in this ballpark, isn't there? See if lightning can strike again. Now Latos with the 1-0. Swing, and it's fouled off upstairs, first base side. Lenine, who spent 4 years in the Phillies system and in the Orioles system, began this year in the Empire League. It's gotten as high as the New York Penn League, short season A-ball. Now the 1-1 swing, and it's driven foul the other way in right field into the bullpen balcony right off the roof. Revs down to their final strike. Rodriguez, who turned 23 a few months ago, Venezuelan native, started his career in the Venezuela Summer League with the Phillies before coming to the States. First and second, 2 outs. Espinal, the tying run at second. They shade him the other way. Pitch to Rodriguez, swings and lines it foul. Reaching out and protecting, he sailed it right past Sandy in the first base coach's box. And look at his ups as he motions how he would have made that leaping catch.
Looking like the Jordan logo.
Air Sandy down there at first. Air De Leon. Here's the stretch. And Latos again. It's in the dirt, blocked by DeLuca. You can hear Latos grunt as he spiked that slider. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Rodriguez, a career .241 hitter. 6th year pro. Revs down 6-5 here with 2 outs in the 9th. Again, they play him hard the other way. He's going that direction on all the foul balls so far. Latos, the stretch. And the 2-2. Swing, and he fouls it straight back. Trying a high, hard one, and Lenine able to get to it at 89. Now Latos again ready. Look back at second, another 2-2. And it's a called third strike. On the outside, Rodriguez rung up to end it, and Southern Maryland in a back and forth battle comes back to win with a run in the 8th to tie it, a run in the 9th to go in front, and the Blue Crabs take the opener of 7 straight head-to-head by a final score of 6-5. And Southern Maryland has won for the 6th time in the last 7 as they tie the Revs in 3rd place once again with the opening game win here tonight. For the Revs in the 9th, no runs, 1 hit, 2 men left, 6-5 your final score. Stay tuned, post-game show is coming up next.
Since 1934, PSECU has given Pennsylvanians financial opportunities to live a better life. We are a credit union who offers valuable free and low-fee financial products, broad lending options, and outstanding money management for financing life. At PSECU, we are proud of who we are and committed to who we serve because our Pennsylvania roots run deep. We are banking on a difference. Visit PSECU.com to join us. This credit union is federally insured by the National Credit Union Administration. Equal opportunity lender.
Hey Revs fans, now's your chance to win big with the Revs and Shipley Energy. This season, during every home game at PeoplesBank Park, it's the all-new Shipley Energy Grand Slam inning. Each game, 1 inning will be designated, and 1 name will be selected as the contestant. If the Revs hit a Grand Slam that inning, you could win $5,000. To enter, stop by Fan Services and fill out your form, or enter via the York Revolution app or YorkRevolution.com. Sign up today and win big with the Revs and Shipley Energy this season.
Belle, the Beast, and the enchanted world of Disney's Beauty and the Beast. Playing at the Dutch Apple Dinner Theater June 3rd through July 31st.
There goes the baker with his tray.
It's the classic tale you love when Belle meets the Beast. A young prince trapped under a spell with time running out for the curse to be broken. A show for the entire family. Call Dutch Apple Dinner Theater today at 717-898-1900 or visit DutchApple.com.
New FM signal, new website. Visit us online at 989WOYK.com and take us on the go. Download the new WOYK app today.
Revs fall tonight. 6-5 is the final score. Daryl Henry, Ray Jensen back with you. And Revs fall to 10-12 with the loss tonight. Southern Maryland improves to 10-12. They are hot. Revs were kind of hot coming in, but two-game winning streak is halted once again. It is a season-high tying two-gamer. They're still looking for their first three-gamer. This was the fourth two-game winning streak that they had been on, but Southern Maryland takes the opener tonight, and these two teams again are tied for third place in a pretty tightly bunched Atlantic League North. We'll recap things for you, but first we still owe you this date in York baseball history, brought to you by the York County History Center with more than 90,000 artifacts. Your history starts here. Visit online at yorkhistorycenter.org for tickets and guided tours. And on this date in 1954, York's Eugene Weglars pitched a 7-inning no-hitter as the White Roses beat the Hagerstown Packets 1-0. That would have been a game to watch and a game to carry on WOYK. But instead, we brought you this masterpiece tonight, as this one had a total of 3 lead changes and a couple of tie scores as well. And recapping things, it was the Revs who struck first. They rallied with 2 outs in the first inning, and J.C. Encarnacion drove home a pair on a single to right center, a 2-0 lead. Alex Sanabia kind of, at least pace-wise, labored his way through the first 2 innings, and part of it certainly thought was the fact that the leadoff man reached in each of those first 2 innings, but as we found out, he may not have been quite right and had to leave the game after 2 innings. We got some word up here that they weren't overly concerned that it was terribly serious, and hopefully that is the case. Hopefully just a precautionary thing, but Revs had to go to the bullpen for 7 innings tonight. And in the third, Alberto Rodriguez had the first 2 outs, but Southern Maryland kind of did to York what the Revs did to them in the first inning, rallied with 2 outs, a hit by pitch prolonged it, then an infield hit, then Dario Pisano, an RBI single with a throwing error from the outfield on the play. That tied the game at 2-2. And meanwhile, you get an early lead against Darrell Thompson, but if you give it back, it usually doesn't bode well, and he did start to settle in. 1-2-3 in the second and third, worked around a leadoff single in the fourth, gave up a leadoff triple to Tyler Hill in the fifth, and then calmly retired the next 3 without Hill scoring. And also, during that span, Eduardo Rivera's scoreless fourth, struck out the side. Edward Paredes gets back on the mound tonight, first time in 9 days. He has a 1-2-3 inning. So we stayed tied 2-2 into the 6th, but Southern Maryland would push across 2 on an Alex Crosby single to take a 4-2 lead. Revs did answer as Carlos Castro blasted a home run to dead center, leading off the bottom of the 6th inning. That made it 4-3. And then after Victor Capian made his return to York with a 1-2-3 7th, he was in line for a potential win when the Revs took the lead with 2 in the bottom of the 7th inning. John Sansone cranked his first Revs homer, a shot over the nemesis in left. That tied it. And later in the inning, Espinal reaching on a double on a ball that was lost in the sky, later scored on Carlos Castro's 2 out RBI double to left field, which gave the Revs a 5-4 lead. But in the 8th inning, Brandon Fry was brought in, and I think he was really miffed at the leadoff walk to Pisano. A couple close pitches inside that he wanted and didn't get. And then with 1 out, Zach Collier doubled to right field. Encarnacion, not an experienced outfielder. He missed the cutoff man. And on that throwing error, Pisano scored to tie it. Fry struck out the next 2 and had to be escorted off the field by Carlos Castro. He was so frustrated, hollering at Buzz Albert. And then in the 9th inning, Southern Maryland, again, not a great job by the Revs defense, and the Blue Crabs took advantage. First, they got a bloop single, or kind of a flare, from Michael Baca, and then Matt Hibbert hit a comebacker that off the bat appeared destined for maybe a 1-6-3 double play, but those comebackers are tough. You think that they're hit harder than they are sometimes, and I think Jim Fuller kind of flinched, didn't make a play on it, and then it just bled its way through. Seeing Eye up the middle, made it 1st and 3rd with 1 out, and Kent Blackstone, a sac fly to shallow right center for the go-ahead run. And again, I don't know if Sanford throws out Baca, if he takes that play, but Encarnacion, the inexperience in the outfield, he came over, cut in front of Sanford to take it. And that's all well and good if you can get in a strong throwing position, but where he caught it, he had to try to throw home across his body on the run. And I don't care if you have an elite arm strength, that is really tough to do from the outfield, and Baca saw that, broke for home, scored the go-ahead run. Revs did threaten in the bottom of the 9th inning. Walner Espinal, leadoff single. Sanford bunted him over. But Matt Latos got a strikeout of Jan Sanchez that he had to have. That was maybe the biggest out, because then Stan Clyburn going against the book a little bit, but sometimes it makes sense to. Usually you don't intentionally walk the tying, or the winning run, I should say, and put that man on base. But in this case, Carlos Castro, who has tortured the Blue Crabs, he's tortured Atlantic League pitching. They put him on, and the only guy that the Revs had left was Lenin Rodriguez, who had yet to play since signing. And he battled, fouled off a bunch of pitches, but Latos struck him out looking on a borderline call to end it. And Southern Maryland wins it by a final score of 6-5. So that's how it played out tonight. That's our recap. We'll take a break here in the post-game show, wrap things up for you, scores from elsewhere, and our final word on